It's an anticipated matchup, usually circled on everyone's calendars. It's the keeper of the goal rivalry between Lander Valley and Riverton High School. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast. However, you may be tuning in on our radio stations 105.1 Jack FM, also on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. We're also having live video coverage on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. However, you may be tuning in again. We can't thank you enough for this broadcast. Big shout out to Thomas Earl Dent III for producing, Riley Bouillon, who's going to be on the floor camera today, as we got some extra cameras. Jason Peters on top of the stands, and we also have the voice of the Wolverines, John Gabrielson, on with us as Bridge could bring you the coverage. And John, you've been here longer than I have, and it's probably one of the best matchups in basketball in all sports, really.
Well, it's rivalry, and every time you get a rivalry, yours is the best one, and this one never fails to disappoint. We saw that in an overtime football game just a few months ago. I mean, you don't need any more motivation than that to come out here on a Tuesday night, and you can feel the anticipation in the air. This game means absolutely nothing in any standings except for we beat our rival, because the gym is already filling up here for Wolverine basketball. The ladies getting underway in about 19 minutes, and this is already a bigger crowd than we have seen for the previous games. The two Wolverine boys games that they've had at home in conference have been very well attended. You can just feel it in the air. And, like I said, when it's your rivalry, it's always the best one. Wyoming Cowboys beat CSU Saturday in front of a huge crowd in the whiteout, and this has that same feel. Lander versus Riverton, red versus green on the Wolverine home floor tonight.
I was going to say, it's probably the shortest trip for Lander fans to make, too, as they haven't been home since the Lander Classic. For the girls, at least, the boys have been gone even longer on that one. Let's take a look at where these two teams are right now, as the Lady Wolverines are currently 1-12. They unfortunately riding a 9-game losing streak. They fell to Kelly Walsh on Saturday with a final 51-28. Rock Springs was a closer contest. That what happened on Friday. It was a final of 38-28. Riverton only one win on the season. That came in the first weekend, John, of that, when they defeated Cheyenne South End. That was the first win for both these two teams in particular.
Yeah, and it's been an injury-plagued season already for Coach McIntosh. Not that injuries are the excuse, because it means next person up, but they are still not full strength here tonight, as they'll Gracie Olheiser, I don't think, is going to play, the rest of the season. They do get Haley Engstrom back, but it's been a season of injuries for this basketball team, and they've had almost everybody in that full first weekend when they did beat South, but ever since then, it's just not been there for the Lady Wolverines.
Yeah, currently looking for Lander. Last weekend, fell to Mountain View, a tough opponent. They were undefeated at that time, and then after they lost to Pinedale, that final was 72-35. Megan Winfield notched 15 points off the bench. It was her first time since I've been here that she actually came off the bench. She provided a spark. The Lady Tigers, John, this team is really young. They had played 3 freshmen so far this season, and Ailey Anderson, who has been a starter, she won't be starting tonight. Brenna Lincoln and Hayden Goggles, the 3 freshmen for the Lady Tigers. But John, injuries haven't hurt them, but it's a new team, a new head coach, and they're just trying to figure out how things are going right now.
Well, and Melinda Cox, I think, is arguably the sharpest dressed coach of the basketball season so far. We'll get a shot of her here shortly, as she looks awesome in her outfit here tonight. And it's a game, I think, where both teams are going to look to pressure each other, and both teams are going to have to handle that pressure here tonight.
The Lady Wolverines fell to Lander last time they met, which was last season, a final of 54-26 at Lander Valley High School. Riverton leads Lander since 2006, 19 wins, 11 losses. Lander won the last 3 before Riverton would win the 4 prior. The longest streak from 2006 sits at 6 wins for the Lady Wolverines, as right now, again, they're currently running a 3-game skid. They did that twice since 2006. They played 2 common opponents in Cheyenne South and Mountain View, as, again, we mentioned both teams did defeat Cheyenne South in the first tournament of the season. And then the Lady Tigers and Lady Wolverines, both lost to Mountain View in pretty convincing games, as there'll be more common opponents. They played Lyman. They've seen the other teams. The Lady Tigers will be seeing the Lady Pinedale Wranglers and also the Lady Eagles from Lyman. As, again, there's just big game coming up here, as we're going to step aside for a first time out. We'll be back. This is County 10 Basketball, the keeper of the goal rivalry here on the County 10 Sports Network.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals. Clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's Pregame Show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Wolverine basketball on County 10's YouTube channel.
Our Porter's Pregame Show starts as we talk with Ella Judd from the Riverton High School girls basketball team. Ella, we picked you as our player of the game at Kelly Walsh. The intensity, I thought Coach McIntosh talks about matching their enthusiasm, and I thought you did that in the Kelly Walsh game.
Oh, well, thank you.
So talk about, I guess, this game. I mean, there's no need for speeches and all that. I mean, it's Lander versus Riverton. Talk about it.
Oh, yeah, well, the last time we had the trophy was my freshman year, so... and I'm a senior now, so we haven't had it in a while. So we're really working, and we're ready to get it back.
Is there more pressure because it's Lander or less pressure because it's non-conference?
Personally for me, and I think I speak for all the girls, it's definitely more pressure just because we haven't gotten the trophy in a while, and I think we can really do it this year.
Short week. You've had one day of practice, essentially, after playing the conference games and things like that. What is the focus tonight? What do you guys hope to come out and achieve?
Yesterday we watched some film of ours, and then we watched some film of Landers, and we just broke down their press, and we definitely worked on our defense and stuff and getting up on our and we're just intended to get up on Lander.
How is and then probably they'll bring the pressure. I mean, it's going to come down to breaking the press, I think, for both sides perhaps, if you guys bring the pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
With all the injuries that you guys have suffered this season, I mean, you had yours last. I mean, it's just been a cavalcade of injuries and things like that. Are we getting back to healthy? Do we have any? Is Haley back on the lineup tonight and everybody ready to go?
Yeah, she is, and I know personally for her, she is definitely eager to get back out there. She missed 2 games, really big games last week, and we really missed her too. So she's definitely ready to go back out there.
Well, and it's unfortunate because you know about missing games from last year. So
yeah.
Cherish every one of these. Say, hey, I wish you best of luck tonight and good luck.
Well, thank you.
Ella Judd from the Riverton High School Lady Wolverines. We'll send it over to Wyatt Barichka. He's with head coach Melinda Cox of the Lander Lady Tigers. Wyatt.
Thanks, John. I'm here with head coach of the Lady Tigers, Melinda Cox. And Coach, you had a tough one last Friday against Mountain View. Just kind of maybe what was the determining factor in that one?
Well, we just didn't play defense. I mean, I think that you have to respect Mountain View. They're always a good club, and they do some really good things. They have a good inside game. They have good ball movement. They have good guards, all of those types of things. And we just didn't show up defensively at all. So, you got to make those corrections. Again, we have to make some adjustments, and we're doing that almost every week, and just hoping that the kids respond and execute and play hard.
Yeah, you made Winfield come off the bench last week, and she put up a 15-point game. And just what was the decision behind that choice?
A lot of things go into our starting lineup and decisions that we make, and Megan provided a good spark coming off offensively. So that worked well in her favor last week as far as how she contributed points-wise, and so we're just playing around with some things and trying to get a good rotation in.
Perfect, Coach. Looking into the big game, big rivalry game. What do you know about Riverton? What's the game plan going in?
Yeah, so Riverton has a good squad as well. Travis does a good job with them. He always has. And, they're a 4A team. They play a lot of good competition. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be, a rivalry game. It's exciting. Our kids are ready. We have them prepared. And, we just have to make sure that we work hard and enjoy the environment as well and not buckle under these circumstances. So it'll be good.
What's going to be the ultimate X factor in this one? What's going to allow you guys to go 1-0 today?
Ball movement for sure. We need to be better offensively. I've talked about it, and then we have got to stop them defensively. The X factor today will really be just how hard our kids are willing to work on both ends of the floor.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks, Wyatt. Appreciate it.
We'll be back here on the County 10 Sports Network.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
I hold up wide left. They don't have any.
Ensuring you never forget your best memories, but also protecting your future adventures. Tyler Watson and State Farm is a proud supporter of the current and future Riverton Wolverine.
Wide right, McGuffey back to pass, shows the ball, throws again, looking in the end zone is DeVries. Touchdown, baby!
Find us on our website at ensuringriverton.com or stop by our office at 618 East Washington Avenue to discuss protecting your future. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's time to welcome Sutherland's Home and Garden Fall Catalog. It's full of hundreds of deals to help you save, including special fall buys, ideas, how-tos, and more. Win big. Sign up in-store for your chance to win a $5,000 Sutherland's shopping spree. See store for details. Get up to 24 months special financing with your Sutherland's credit card. See store for details. Sutherland's Fall Catalog is full of can't-miss deals. Stop by the store and pick one up today or check it out online at Sutherlands.com. Sutherland's, your fall home improvement store.
Wind River Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts. Brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004. Or windriverinternet.com.
Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, it's the keeper of the goal rivalry between Lander Valley and Riverton High School. And John, you don't really get much time to prep for this game in particular. You only get 1 day of practice.
Yeah, well, and it just seems like it's been between snow days and everything else. The Wolverines wouldn't know what to do with a full week of practice anyway. So here it is. They would rather play than practice. Bo Sheet says that all the time, and here we are ready to play. Yeah, we got about 2 minutes left here to go as kind of give you guys your starting lineup. It's going to be a little bit different for Lander tonight as number 3, a senior De'Aaron Bell. We got number 5, Aislinn Donahue. Number 13, Layla Norris, who is coming back after being gone for the first 2 weeks of the season. Kiara Friday is also going to be back in the starting lineup, and then Megan Winfield inserts herself back into the starting lineup, the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers. And John, a little bit different for Riverton as well. Yeah, they're going to go with 4 seniors and a junior tonight, and they'll start Olivia Bradley, Macy Brown, McKay Fegler, and Ella Judd. And then their leading scorer is Paisley Jackson. She's a junior. Haley Engstrom is back and able to play. She went down pretty hard in the game against Cody, got a concussion there. Olivia Bradley got a concussion at Cheyenne Central against Natrona, so she sat out a couple games. Haley has sat out a couple games. not in the starting lineup as she come back here tonight, but she will be out there on the floor. And she and Paisley Jackson, I think, I've said it a couple of times, those two have to play as many minutes as possible, I think, in order for Riverton to be successful. They just are the two leading scorers, and Haley's the leading rebounder. She'll come off the bench here tonight, but it will be Bradley, Brown, Fegler, Judd, and Jackson, the five in their home whites tonight for the Riverton Lady Wolverines.
Yeah, Lady Tigers going to be in their road green uniforms, as they're going to be last-minute notes, as it's going to be a good one here, John, and, you know, this crowd's getting packed. We don't get to see it behind us, and hopefully we can get a shot of that later, but this crowd is just packed on this side that we are on currently.
Yeah, big thanks to Riley Bouillon. He's down there on the floor providing us another angle. You can see that crowd behind the teams right there is looking at the Lander huddle and just getting ready for some competitive basketball. We're going to get a national anthem here first, and then I think two pretty competitive basketball games coming your way here.
Yep, as actually we're going to just keep you here during the national anthem, as we're going to turn our mics down and let the national anthem start playing.
PA announcer Steve Peck will take over when the clock hits zeros here in just a couple of moments, and he'll welcome fans and get ready for the national anthem. Then we'll go along with the starting lineups with them. So looking at the Lady Wolverines, and here we go, the RHS band and our national anthem.
Big shout out to the RHS band. They always do pretty good when I get to go and watch some of their games. But
it's always better when it's sung or played by the band rather than off of a loudspeaker.
Yep, and the starting lineups are also going to happen as we kind of give you that. Brought to you by Palace Pharmacy, locally owned and locally loved. You can stop in or visit them at palacepharmacywy.com, as that's your starting lineup, as they're going to be introduced as well. And John, again, just watching film, again, not much prep, but we'll see how this game goes, as these two teams turn over a lot.
Yeah, and it's going to be, I think, who can handle each other's pressure. I don't think Riverton's going to come out into press. I think Lander may, but I think Riverton's got it in the arsenal, and they'll switch up a little bit of the defense on them as well tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Lander's kind of more built on the speed aspect of things. They're not a big team here, and neither is Riverton.
Lady Tigers being introduced in their road greens, black numbers, white trim. Here's your Lady Wolverines.
Yeah, big shout out to Riley getting the shots of the starting lineups. And that's a pretty cool shot right there. Don't get to see that in high school basketball.
Over the slam dunk by Bradley, as that's Riley Johnson, the greeter, as McKay Fegler comes out. There was our pregame interview from Ella Judd getting her concussion crown.
Yeah, we got to give a big shout out to Porter's Mountain View Supply for Porter's pregame shows. Now we're going to get things set here. Who's going to win the keeper of the goal? Lander looking for their fourth straight. Riverton looking for their first in 3 tries.
The boys' games have been games of streaks, and the girls, to a point, have been, but not nearly as drastic. And we'll talk about the guys here a little bit later as Judd steps into the midcourt circle for Riverton.
And Megan Winfield, who normally is not in that position, has to take the duties today, as usually Adeline Anderson, the one who takes the duties of the jump ball, but got some JV time, so.
Just glad I don't have to jump the ref. He is a tall customer, the one off to the side, not the one.
And it's going to be controlled by the Lady Wolverines, and we are underway. Keeper of the gold at Riverton High School. Brown on the far side. We give it off here to Judd.
Tigers will come out in a man-to-man defense.
And built by speed. Shot there for two, no good. It'll be Layla Norris with the rebound. And Lady Tigers will get their first opportunity. Then built on the speed. Donahue, far side, going to look for the pass in. And it's going to be a turnover by the Lady Tigers right away. As Bradley going to cross center circle. Over 30 seconds into the ball game. Drive here, floater. Going to be up and good by Paisley Jackson.
She is not afraid to shoot. She's a good shooter. She's aggressive, and it's exactly what the Wolverines need is to get off to a quick start in this one.
Bell to Friday. Going to get a screen. Swing it to Norse. Now to Winfield. Winfield going to take the screen, try to drive in. Keeps going. Give it to Norse. Then Norse hit a game winner in her first game back against Lovell at the Bighorn Classic.
I told her good luck before the game and then told her to stay healthy.
Wow.
On top of that, so paramount.
Winfield almost traveled there as Norse has the basketball. We'll chuck up a two, and that's good.
A shot by Layla. Quick release on the right side, low block.
That at 2 apiece on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard.
Little 2-on-2 zone. Full court pressure from the Tigers that Bradley will break on a long pass up ahead to Brown.
As that's swatted by Norse.
Taken away by Layla.
And it's going to be Friday who will bring it up. Nice play there. That's the biggest part of Layla's game is that defensive pressure. She'll get scores too as well.
And it was good catch-up because Brown was open, and then Layla got some good catch-up and closing speed to shut her off.
Norse bounce pass to Bell on the ball. We'll try to drive in. It's to Norse at the charity stripe. Inside pass to Donahue. Nice pass. We'll put it up, and she'll have 2 opportunities at the charity stripe.
Ella Judd playing defense.
See where that foul goes on. They're going to give it to Judd. Kind of just said the same thing there, John. My apologies. We're going to see Donahue at the free throw line. 42% this season. And she will miss the first one as it hits the back iron. We'll have one more free throw here. Try to get a 1-point lead with 6:04 to go. And crowd continuing to come in as Donahue misses both. And it's going to be Brown with the rebound. Brown launching the three. No good. It's going to be rebounded there, put up, and good by Ella Judd. She'll hit the putback bucket.
Talked about matching intensity. She did that with Kelly Walsh on Saturday, got herself our player of the game, and she comes up with a big offensive rebound here.
Winfield, top of the key, give it off to Bell. Looks for the screen. Doesn't get it, and Bell will throw it away as Friday was looking to cut.
Wasn't sure if Paisley got a piece of that or not, but going to be the second turnover on the visitors here today, and we'll get substitutions in as Adeline Anderson will check into the ball game.
No, already have Pearl Lander. And normally a starter, got some JV opportunity today as she jumped into the first game of the season for Lander and has been on the varsity squad ever since. Potentially one of the 3 freshmen you also see in this ball game for Lander. Jackson drives in right side, will chuck it up a shot, doesn't get it, puts up good after she gets her own rebound.
It's kind of that old 21 move, throw it off the hoop to rebound it yourself.
Yeah, the one-on-one 21. Norris now, 5 minutes to go. Pass inside to Anderson as Anderson will put it up. That's no good.
Ella Judd with her second rebound of the day.
And we'll see Bradley matched up there by Bell. And look for a pass. Almost turns it over. Jackson, pass inside, and that's going to be a turnover for Winfield as she gets the steal.
First one of the game on RHS.
Winfield going to take it to the top. Joel Watch a 3. She's good from that range as that goes in and out. Jackson with the rebound.
That is already Paisley's third as it's knocked out of bounds by Layla Norson. Will stay Wolverine basketball. And you said it a couple of times, Wyatt. The crowd continues to trickle into Wolverine Gym. I think we're going to be to the gills tonight.
And Kendall McFadden for Lander Valley checks in. We're going to see a couple Lady Wolverines check in as well.
Haley Engstrom, her first action since going down in that Cody game. And then also We2 Cloudhorse, who came in while Haley was out those 2 games. She was our player of the game against the Rock Springs Lady Tigers and has played very well, getting herself some more varsity minutes, I think, in those last 2 games for sure.
Lady Wolverines lead 6-2 with 4:20 to go in quarter number 1 here. And boys will come after. We'll talk a little bit about that more as the game continues. Here's a drive in by Fegler as he'll give it off to Bradley. Almost stolen, poke out by Friday. And the Lady Wolverines retain possession. Bradley, right side, drive in, looks for the pass, and Friday comes up with a steal. And Friday will try to take it herself and slow things down.
Dead even in the turnover category at a couple apiece.
McFadden looking for the cut by Bell. Couldn't get it, though. The defense sits there. Winfield will come up with it. Drive in. She'll try to go underhand and will get it in and good.
It's a nice hook by Megan with the left hand on that left side, driving through traffic.
Averaging about 8 points a game. No double-digit point figures as Paisley Jackson launches a three, no good. It's going to go out of bounds and Lander basketball.
Team rebound to the Tigers.
I'll say no double-digit point score if you take out Brenna Lincoln in the lineup.
Riley Johnson will check in for Olivia Bradley. Her, Judd, and Brown, 3 starters on the bench right now with other players coming in.
Lady Tigers can take the lead or tie things up this possession if they want. Bell going to drive in. Kick out to McFadden on the near side. Swing it right back to Bell. Bell, drive in, losing the basketball, and it's going to be a foul. They're going to get Johnson for the foul, and that will be her first.
Number 1 on, actually it's 3. Yeah, she's on the bench. That's the wrong, you gave it to a Tiger, but it was not a Tiger. It was going to be on, it's 2-4 Riley Johnson, not 3, because 3 had the ball.
I think they just corrected that now.
Yeah, it's going to go against Johnson. You had it right. We had it right. Everybody had it right. Referee just called the wrong one.
Winfield launches a 3 on the inbound. No good. It's going to be Johnson with the rebound. And she'll bring it up for the Lady Wolverines and slow things down here. 3 minutes to go in quarter number 1 in a 6-4 game. Jackson, drive in. Kick out to Fegler. She'll drive in left side, and Bell will come up with the steal. Bell will give it to Winfield. Winfield looking for the inside pass. Anderson was wide open. Couldn't get it there, though. Bell, 3. Launch, no good. Front iron, and it's going to be coming up in the hands of Engstrom. Engstrom going to drive in. Winfield going to pick up her first. That 3-pointer from Bell was no good.
2:32 left. Fremont Therapy scoreboard first quarter. 6-4 Riverton. RHS 2 of 6. Actually, Lander 2 of 6 from the field. 0 for 3 from the arc. Riverton 3 of 8 from the field. 0 of 2 from three-point land. And their first free throws of the day coming up with Haley Engstrom at the line.
See Donahue check in after the free throw. Engstrom launches the first free throw, misses.
Riverton had a 12-6 lead on Rock Springs, and outside of that, though, a lead at this point, kind of unfamiliar territory. Even against Cheyenne South, the game they won, they came from behind pretty significantly to get that win.
As Donahue substituted Bell. On one more free throw coming. And misses both. No free throws capitalized. Winfield coming up with the rebound. And Anderson going to drive in. Kick out to McFadden.
Very close to it over and back. Travis McIntosh thought that as well.
Norris, she's also back in the game. Donahue launches a 3 off the front iron. No good. Will be Fegler with the rebound.
So far, Wolverines content with them launching 3s. They're 0 for 4 from the arc right now, and they'll stay in that defense until the Tigers start hurting them from the outside.
Johnson, the Cloud Horse, near side to Jackson. Will drive in. Kicked out to Fegler. The Wolverines swinging things. Johnson with the basketball right back. Jackson drive in. Puts up a shot. That goes in somehow.
That was some pretty good contact that could have gone either way, perhaps maybe an and one, but nothing called. And she's got 6 of the 8 for the Lady Wolverines.
Winfield underneath. She'll get 2 opportunities as Jackson already is 6 in the ball game.
Riverton foul, 13, Engstrom.
Haley will get the call. That is the same move that Megan scored on a little while ago.
Winfield going to go to the free throw line. This season on average, early in the year, 71%. Usually knocks them down. That's the first free throw we have seen made in the ball game.
Substitutions for Riverton, 1.
Jackson will come out. A couple substitutions. Bradley comes back in. Ella Judd is also back in.
Referee getting in our shot there. Good job by Riley Bouillon, Thomas Dent, and company.
Second one's no good. Clawhorse with the rebound. She'll give it to Johnson, who crosses center court. 90 seconds approaching in an 8-5 ball game.
Quarter number 1 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. And again, starting to fill up. You're on your way to the gym, hopefully.
Johnson, drive in, kick out the Cloudhorse. She'll try to drive in. She'll put up a floater. Norse gets away with a foul on that one as she smacked the arm, but it'll be Anderson with the rebound.
Yeah, and I think that we too got away with a travel right before that. So what comes around goes around. Winfield's 3 comes up, swishing the bottom of the net, missing everything. Rebound, Olivia Bradley.
Bradley. Gonna get fouled there by Norse.
Just the second team foul on the Lady Tigers.
It'll be Norse's first as well. It's on the floor, so Lady Wolverines will inbound it on the baseline. Jackson will check back in. We're going to see Lily Hamilton, a senior for Lander Valley, as Megan Winfield will check out. Bradley to inbound. Looks for Johnson on the sideline. Can't get it, and it's going to be McFadden with the steal. And then the Lady Tigers almost turn it over underneath the basket.
Threw that one right in traffic for their 4th turnover of the ball game.
Donahue, pass inside to Norse. Norse loses the basketball for a moment, picks it up, and we're going to have a traveling call as she was looking for the pass.
It looked odd as I watched it, but I didn't know if the contact made it look odd, but they're going to call her for the steps in the whistle. Watching the replay right here, I thought maybe a foul, and then there's the 2 steps that gets the call.
Bradley picks up her dribble.
Just beat the 10 count. 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Judd. Johnson. Matched up by Layla Norse with 23 seconds to go. Back to Bradley. Bradley will take it to the top of the arc. Swing it over now to Judd. Inside pass to Jackson. She'll get fouled. See who they give this to. There's a couple of Lady Tigers that could have got called, and they're going to give Kendall McFadden the foul.
Her first,
Third team foul on the Tigers with just under 12 seconds left.
Paisley Jackson looking for points 7 and 8 tonight. Already in the ball game. We'll miss the first. The rest of the team has 2 points. John, that just tells you about how Jackson's scoring is gone.
Lady Wolverines 0 of 3 from the free throw line right now.
Look for a 4-point lead. That is an interesting free throw routine from Paisley Jackson.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple of billion times. We know what she does. You keep that routine and she gets the end result.
Knocks down the first free throw for the Lady Wolverines. 8 seconds to go with Norse with the basketball. 4 seconds. Looks for the inside pass, and that's a turnover as Ella Judd comes up with the basketball. And that's going to end quarter number 1. The Lady Wolverines look up 9-5. We'll step aside, give you guys some second quarter action. This is the Keeper of the Goal game on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing.
Walk on a pathway instead of the road. Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone. Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Keeping you connected with Wolverine basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Paisley Jackson leads the way for the Lady Wolverines in a 9-5 ball game with 7 points. The rest of the team only has 2, John.
Yeah, that is Ella Judd on the putback that she had. Tigers just 5 points, though. Layla Norse, Megan Winfield, and Megan Winfield has 3, and there was Layla. Tigers 2 of 8, just 25% from the field, and Wolverines been daring to shoot threes. They're taking them up on that. They're 0 of 5 right now from the arc. They have hit 1 of 4 free throws, so have the Wolverines. Riverton 4 of 10 from the field. They're 0 of 2 from three-point land. Tiger basketball to begin the second quarter. Look like Wolverines have maybe switched out too. Nope, they're still in a man-to-man.
Anderson, drive in, put up a shot. That's no good. Friday comes back up with it, loses the basketball, and we're going to have a foul. We're going to give that off to McKay Fegler. That will be her first. It's going to be the team's 4th.
Fourth team foul.
I don't know if this has happened a lot for Riverton, John, but got a lot more physical basketball this season, at least for Lander. Winfield 3, knocks it in and good.
I don't know how many times Thomas and I have talked about it, how many times we've had the game stopped for blood. We've had 3 or 4 head injuries that stopped games, and then we get a foul in the backcourt on Layla Norris in the full court pressure.
Yeah, I was looking to get the jump ball.
Second personal on Layla, by the way.
McFadden going to check in. McFadden got some opportunities late last year as a freshman to get some varsity minutes. Got to play on the state basketball team as well for Lander Valley.
You talk about ties. I think her dad is a Riverton grad, in fact.
Jackson.
Now living in Lander.
Give it off here to Brown. Brown will swing it over to Fegler. Fegler, hand off to Jackson, almost with the travel. She'll look for a prayer shot, no good. Anderson with the rebound.
Yeah, Coach Cox wanted a travel on that.
Well, coming up with it is Kiara Friday. Winfield, cross court to Bell. Bell has room for 3. She'll try to knock one in. That front back iron, no good. It's right back to Lady Wolverine basketball as they're only up by 1 now.
Tigers 1 of 7 from the arc, if that will be enough to switch the defense for Coach Mack.
Cloud Horse will look for the floater, and they're going to say offensive foul. Not sure exactly what they were looking for on the offensive side.
Yeah, watch a replay on this as it Megan Winfield in there. Well, we just catch the tail end of it. It's kind of a late call as Weetu is already back out at the free throw line by the time the whistle came on that. I didn't get to say whether it was or wasn't. Doesn't matter anyway because here they are on the other side with a 6th turnover of the game by the Lady Wolverines.
McFadden looks for Anderson. Kick out to Winfield. She'll take another 3. Can she go back-to-back? No. But McFadden comes up with the rebound and then loses it from Paisley Jackson. She'll cross center court. 6:18 to go on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard in quarter number 2. Fegler launching the 3, no good. And put back up by Cloud Horse is no good. Cloud Horse will try again, and she'll get the bounce and good.
I was just about to say, I think offensive rebounds are going to be a key here, and that's at least the 3rd of the game for the Lady Wolverines. That one has netted their 4th point of the contest.
Saw the replay there if you're watching on the video stream. Fadden to Bell, looks for the inside pass, kick out to Friday. Drive in, looks for the inside pass. Nice pass there to Bell. She can't connect on the shot, though. And Jackson once again with another rebound.
That was Ella Judd, I think, that came out of it, handed it off to Jackson quickly. Ella, there's a reach at the top by Bell, is going to get another Tiger foul.
I'll give the 5th team foul of the ball game. It's a 3-point game. We're going to see Hamilton. We're going to see Hayden Goggles check in. Again, one of the 3 freshmen, so we've seen 2 of them in the ball game so far.
For Riverton, 13.
We're going to see also in the ball game Haley Engstrom. She'll check out Ella Judd.
It's team foul number 5, by the way. It's both teams at 5. Good job by McKay to let that go, to not get an over and back call if she had touched that in that front court.
Egler, give it off to Jackson. On the near side, drive in, will back out now. She's guarded by McFadden. Engstrom to Cloud Horse. Cloud Horse going to try to go baseline. Can't though. Give it off here to Jackson, and it's going to be a turnover as Jackson falls. And it's Lady Tiger basketball. 5:10 to go here in the first half. So you guys stick around, give you guys some first half numbers. Talk about what's coming up. Winfield drive in, stop, pop, no good. And it will be rebounded there by AC Brown. No, McKay Brown. Fegler to Cloud Horse. As Lady Wolverines just passed the basketball, looking for their shot. Not kind of rushing their shot in this one so far. Jackson, 3, back iron, no good. Cloud Horse once again with the rebound, has given the Lady Wolverines a second opportunity. Jackson, cross court off that to Engstrom. Give it to Jackson, back to the top of the key.
I was going to say that's her 4th rebound, by the way, but I had to recalculate.
Cloud Horse. Give it off back to Ingstrom. Lady Tigers still playing man-to-man. As Lady Wolverines are just swinging around the arc right now.
Yeah, taking their time. They're looking for that open shot. Good offensive patience.
Cloud Horse drive in, puts up the shot, and they're going to say foul on the play.
That's what you want to do on offense. You either get a wide open shot or get yourself to the free throw line. And
Landers foul.
With Hayden Goggles with her first foul. Team 6, so
Wolverines will shoot the remaining 3:57, including this one on the 6th team foul of the Tigers.
Loudware's going to try to knock 2 down. Misses the first, still 3-point game.
Well, I guess if you're one team or the other and you're thinking free throw shooting, they're both 1 of 5 and 1 of 4 right now, so it's not been stellar on either side.
Yeah, 25, excuse me. Going to get it right at 58%. That knocks in. And it's a 4-point game. Batted. Matched up there by Bradley. Does pick her dribble. Give it to St. Clair, who checked into the ball game just moments ago. Goggles was looking for the inside pass, and it's going to be stolen there. As Winfield almost takes it from Bradley, and they'll drop back.
7 turnovers apiece. Right now, the difference shooting Tigers 21% overall, Wolverines 31% overall. Wolverines with 2 more shots than the Tigers.
Bradley to Johnson. Johnson will look to drive in. Goes baseline, kick back out to Cloud Horse. As Cloud Horse will swing it out to Brown. Back to Johnson, 3:10 to go. Again, no shot clock in Wyoming High School basketball as there's a score right there from Johnson.
Right hand on the left side. Watch the replay here. She scoops it up underneath Winfield.
Goggles will miss. Hamilton will try to put it back up. That's no good either. So 2 opportunities and 2 misses for the Lady Tigers. Ingstrom will come up with the board.
Wolverines have out-rebounded Landers 17-8, helping to get a few more shots up.
All right, a lot of those on the offensive side. 3-point shot, no good from Brown. St. Clair going to look for Goggles. Can't get it to her just in time. And it was looking for St. Clair, and another turnover for the Lady Tigers. Turnovers just hurting the Lady Tigers as well as offensive rebounds, probably, I would imagine.
These are good minutes for the Wolverines. They're extending their lead without their leading scorer on the field right now. Is that Paisley Jackson underneath?
Yeah, they're going to get contact there.
Should be Paisley Jackson checking in, and that was Johnson underneath.
Going to see 4 Lady Tigers check in. Anderson, Bell, Donahue, and Friday. Again, free throws from here on out for Riverton.
Goggles will get her 2nd personal, 7th team foul. Brown out, Jackson in for Riverton.
Staying in is going to be, trying to see, I believe Winfield. Yep, Winfield will stay in for the Lady Tigers. As again, Layla Norris and now Hayden Goggles with 2 fouls for the Lady Tigers. So Johnson trying to knock the pair in. She knocks down the first, so gets another one. Upcoming. We'll have 1 more free throw.
3 of 7 now. Riverton, that free throw shooting escalating at 43% now.
Get 1 more free throw. And it's good. Lead now up to 8.
4 points for Riley Johnson.
As Friday will bring it up for the Lady Tigers. Friday trying to take it herself. We'll put it up. Not another score. Anderson was up and good.
Offensive rebound and a putback. 4th rebound of the game. 3rd rebound of the game for Anderson with the 2 points.
Jackson, drive in, kick out to Ingstrom. She's going to launch a long 2. It's no good though. And then Johnson comes up with the basketball. Bradley to Ingstrom, pass inside to Jackson. Jackson will try to put one up, and Jackson will convert.
In the crowd, Paisley Jackson muscles one up and scores with your 10 Sports replay coming up here. Ingstrom with that nice pass to find her. She muscles it up and scores it. The Wolverines will take it away on the other end as we were in the replay.
1:16 to go in the first half. It's an 8-point game. Bradley Back out, give it off here to Judd. Judd's going to launch a shot. That's no good. Almost took a lucky shooter's bounce, and then we're going to have a jump ball. This should favor Riverton.
It does.
See if we got a replay there. We do. Anderson trying to get in there, but Lady Wolverines, again, an extra possession.
Fegler back in for Riverton. 1:01 remaining first half on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. There's another review, another replay angle of that one from Riley underneath. Good job, Thomas, Riley, Jason.
Everybody who puts this up together, Jared Anderson at radio control is Bradley.
Good closeout that time by Winfield because Jackson was going to light that three, and Winfield got on her quickly to prevent that from happening.
Fegler backs up deep. We'll give it off here to Engstrom. And yeah, no shot clock. Lady Wolverines could hold on for this as long as they want here. Jackson back out to Engstrom. And she'll give it right back to Bradley. 32 seconds now and counting. Bradley to Jackson, and then we're going to get a foul on Winfield.
Good sportsmanship by Winfield and company, helping Paisley up.
They immediately to Winfield did.
23, Winfield.
First personal.
Jackson going to go back and shoot some free throws. We're already 1 of 2 today. That's the charity strike. You're seeing that. It's a unique routine as she'll put one up, knocks it in. She's already got 10 in the ball game.
3 rebounds, 10 points for the leading scorer for the Wolverines.
More to go here. Shots up and going to be no good. Anderson will come up with the rebound. The Lady Tigers with 25 seconds to go. We'll look to cut this lead to either 7 or 6. Pass inside. Anderson will put it up. Foul and 1.
That's how you draw up the offense right there, is you just say, hey, get it down low to the post. Let them get on the low block and get open. That's exactly what they did.
And we'll send Anderson to the free throw line. I'm going to say Judd with her second. And not really much time left as it's going to be bonus from here on out, but I'm not sure you're going to get that with 16 seconds to go. Anderson in and out on the free throw.
Donahue, by the way, had the assist on that last play.
And it's Lady Wolverine basketball. 8 seconds to go. Jackson launches. That one no good. And it's going to be Anderson who saves it, goes into the band. And this gives an opportunity for the Lady Wolverines as they'll miss it, though, from Jackson. That'll conclude the first half. The Lady Wolverines looking to snap a 3-game losing streak to the Lady Tigers. They're up 19-12. We'll step aside. We'll give you guys some first half stats. This is Lady Tiger basketball and Lady Wolverine basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Our community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Eyes on Fremont is a proud supporter of student athletes and athletics all across Fremont County. Ensuring crisp and clear vision is only one part of first-rate eye care. In addition to testing visual activity, the doctors at Eyes on Fremont focus on the comprehensive and long-term health of your eyes and vision. Eyes on Fremont uses the latest technology such as digital imaging to inspect your eyes thoroughly during a comprehensive eye and vision assessment. Stop in at 111 South Broadway, Riverton, or call 856-9000 for an appointment today. Fremont Toyota of Lander is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. When you're looking for a vehicle, whether it's new or used, Fremont Toyota has got you covered with the best inventory across the state of Wyoming. Experience the Fremont Toyota difference. From service to the sale, let the professional staff take care of you and drive off happy knowing you made the right choice. Stop into 103 Fremont Way on the Wild West end of Lander and get your vehicle picked out today. Myers Gambles in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and student athletes all around Fremont County. Gambles has a huge selection of American-made brands for every room in your home. Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Lazy Boy, England, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, Maytag, and more. The crew at Gambles in Lander is ready to help and find exactly what you're looking for. The delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store, which includes Riverton. Turn around, shop in town at Myers Gambles in downtown Lander. Catch the video stream of this broadcast and previous games this season on County 10's YouTube channel.
Lady Wolverines trying to snap a 3-game losing skid and having their opportunity to get the Keeper of the Gold trophy as they're up right now 19-12 over the Lady Tigers right now, and John Paisley Jackson double-digit points with 10 already.
Yeah, and that's what she does, and I mentioned that at the beginning. She's their leading scorer. She's the one with the confidence, and like I said, she needs to be on there as many minutes, I think, as she possibly can for Riverton to be successful.
Yeah, right now for the Lady Tigers, it's led by Megan Winfield with 6 points, got a 3 in the second quarter of play as Lady Wolverines have scored 9 in the first and 10 in the second, as the Lady Tigers only 5 and 7. Rebounds and second opportunities really for the Lady Wolverines is what helping them so far in this one.
Yeah, I waited. Did you have rebounds too? Did you? I was at 19-12 is where I had rebounds at in favor of Riverton right now, and a good number of that have been on the offensive side of the equation.
Yeah, and also 3-pointers too. I mean, Lander they're taking as many threes as they want, and the Lady Wolverines are just letting them shoot right now.
Well, and paying off. 1 of 8 right now, 13%. Riverton has shot 8. They're 0 for right now, but again, it's been the work that they've done on the interior, on the offensive boards, rebounding. They also have put together 5 of 10 free throws as well.
Watching the boys team warm up right now as Wolverines holding on to that trophy right now as they'll try to keep it going for them as well. Other scores right now, Layla Norris with 2 points in the ball game, Aylin Anderson with 4 for the Lady Wolverines right now, Ella Judd with 2, Cloud Horse with 3, and then also Riley Johnson with 4 points as well. There's 6 minutes to go here as we'll step aside for another timeout, and we'll be back after this. This is the County 10 Sports Network.
Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care support Fremont County athletics. We are a locally owned, multi-specialty healthcare group that is proud to serve the Lander and Riverton communities. Our goal is to provide convenient quality care for all ages. We offer a wide array of services including family and internal medicine, pediatrics, women's care, and urgent care. Additionally, we have on-site labs, echocardiograms, stress tests, x-ray, and ultrasound in both communities. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are here for you in Fremont County. Let's stay healthy together.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Hobby and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander. Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com.
Tyler Watson State Farm in Riverton is a proud supporter of Wolverine Athletics. We want to ensure you are in good hands with the variety of policies we offer, including auto, home, life, and financial services. Keep it local with State Farm today by stopping into 618 East Washington Avenue or calling 856-4118 to discuss insuring all of your needs. Or you can visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Tigers basketball all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, Keeper of the Gold game is big shout out to the Riverton swim team. I wanted to mention this. They broke a 200-meter free relay record just last week.
Yeah, we had Jackson and Zach on at halftime talking about that along with the other two young men on that relay, and Zach Osborne actually has 3 school records. And everybody but a couple of people have qualified for state for the Riverton Wolverines. And you talk about swimming success, you can't not talk about what the Lander Tiger boys have done. Shauna and the crew, and Bruce Gresley that started it and everything. And of course, that's been the standard in swimming in Wyoming is the Lander Tigers.
And the Riverton and Lander actually going to have a duel on Thursday. I believe that is going to happen actually here in Riverton as well. And John, just kind of previewing the second half here. I mean, Lady Wolverines, I think, have done everything they needed to keep the lead that they got right now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the defensive adjustments as always, when you get into this. And will you pull ahead by more than 7, or will they come and get back into the contest? And will they stay in man? Will they stay in zone? Will there be a different press? Will there be no press? And the different adjustments that are coming. I wanted to preview the boys' game real quick here as well. That's coming up after these 2 quarters of basketball. It's the 32nd meeting since 2005. Riverton leads it by 1, 16-15. Riverton won last year, breaking a streak of 6 by Lander. Prior to that 6 by Lander, Riverton had won 12 in a row. Prior to that 12, Lander had won 7 in a row. So a very streaky series, and it's Riverton stepping outside of conference play. They'll play Lander tonight. They'll be at Cheyenne East, taking on the number 1 Thunderbirds on Saturday, number 2 on the ladies' side, number 1 on the boys' side. And then, of course, you have Lander getting back into conference play on the road this weekend.
Yeah, Friday at Pinedale, home for the first time in what feels like forever against Lyman. And John, the boys' game is a game of ranked teams, both third in their conference right now, heading to the polls that should be released tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll see new polls out there. Star Valley probably going to drop after losing a couple, including a conference game to Jackson. Interesting comeback by the Braves after getting down very big in that one, but coming back to make it a game. And then after Riverton goes to Cheyenne East Saturday, they'll make that trip over the Togety Pass. They'll go to Jackson next Friday, to Star Valley the following Friday. That's my birthday weekend. In case you wanted to get me something, my list is on Amazon. So
it is noted. We're going to step aside for one more final timeout. Second half action coming up. It's the keeper of the goal, Riverton, up 19-12. Back after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
Wyoming Catholic College are proud sponsors of student-athletes and sports programs across Fremont County, plus are this season's Academic Spotlight sponsor. Wyoming Catholic College forms students through a rigorous immersion in the primary sources of the classic liberal arts tradition, the grandeur of the mountain wilderness, and the spiritual heritage of the Catholic Church. Grounded in real experience and thoughtful reflection, our graduates love truth, think clearly, and communicate eloquently, engaging with the world as it is. Submit your application online at wyomingcatholic.edu/admissions/apply.
Xander's One Stop of Lander wishes the best of luck to all student athletes and sports teams throughout Fremont County. Xander's One Stop has it all: clean gas, ethanol-free fuel, diesel, a variety of household and automotive needs. Stop in for the very best in snacks, lunch, dinner, and much more. Plus, the best liquor selection. And now lottery tickets for the Cowboy Draw, Mega Millions, Powerball, and Lucky for Life. It's all here at Xander's One Stop, 730 East Main, Lander.
Forget to click like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Wolverine basketball on County 10's YouTube channel.
Lady Tigers start the second half with the basketball, down by 7, 19-12 as we are underway in the second half in the third quarter. Bell going to launch a long 2. That's no good. And it's going to be poked out by Leyland Norse. And, well, they're going to say it's Lady Tiger basketball. So they'll get an opportunity to cut this lead just a little bit. Right into inbound. Looking. Almost at the 5-second. Does give it in. And she'll get it right back from Bell. Friday to Bell. Bell going to try to make something happen here. Can't get it. We'll bounce pass that off to Winfield. Winfield, drive in, underhand score, no good. Donahue was trying to get the rebound. Ends up with the Lady Tigers, so Lady Tigers going to start off with a couple opportunities. Inside pass to Donahue. She'll be fouled there by Ella Judd. That's going to be her first.
Well, and I think that was successful in the first half, so you're going to see Coach Cox go back to that. Get that ball to the low block, let Anderson and get some work done. And Ella's going to get, I've got her for 3. That is her third.
First team foul of the half. Not even a minute in. Again, if you're tuning in, thank you for tuning into this broadcast of County 10 Sports. Keeper of the goal rivalry as Friday has it back in. Winfield going to launch a three on the paw. No good. Bell with another rebound. She's already got two. And Lady Wolverines still haven't had an offensive possession yet. Inside pass, Donahue makes the move, will score.
Offensive, a good assist, I guess is what I'm trying to say by Megan Winfield on that play.
Yeah, kind of led into the spin as you're looking at the replay right there. As it's going to be a Lady Wolverines turnover. And we're going to have a double dribble. Well, the Cox doesn't like the call.
I always say one good turnover deserves another, and that's exactly what happened in the back-to-back situation right there.
Probably saved some points there for the Lady Wolverines as they were back up by 5.
Tigers kind of played passively defensively in the first half. We'll see if they amp that up a little bit here in the second.
Friday giving some pressure there as Bradley has the basketball matched up by Bell. Lady Tigers still running man-to-man defense, it looks like. Jackson, baseline, going to pass out to Bradley. Long, too, is going to be no good. It's going to be poked out, and they're going to say Jackson touched it last, so Lady Tiger basketball.
Paisley might have got away with going over the back, in fact, on that play.
About a minute and a half in. 19-14 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Bell, matched up by Bradley. He's got to pass the ball off, gives it off to Norse. Norse, spin. Picks it up, pass inside to Winfield as Winfield's going to take the shot, and she's going to get herself back to that free throw line and have an opportunity as she went 1 for 2 in the first half. Going to give that to Bradley for the foul for the Lady Wolverines.
Second team foul.
So that'll be her first. Like you mentioned, John, they're going inside, trying to get the easy score. Winfield will miss that first.
Free throws for either team really have not been easy today. 1 of 6 for the Tigers, 5 of 10. The Wolverines just a little bit below their average.
One more free throw attempt here as Winfield will do it. And we're going to see our first timeout. Melinda Cox will take a full timeout in a 60-second one. We're going to step aside for a timeout. Lady Tigers down 19-15. We'll be back after this. This is the County 10 Sports Network.
Thanks to Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander. Change the owner, has truckloads of furniture waiting just for you. Delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store, and that includes all of you listening in the Riverton area. Check them out online, landergambles.com. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and in Lander. For over 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. Proud to provide experienced clinicians supporting our athletes and their families. And Tyler Watson, State Farm agent, proud supporter of Lander and Riverton athletics. State Farm wants to protect your future. Stop in today, 618 East Washington, or go online, insuringriverton.com. Tyler Watson, State Farm agent in Riverton.
Melinda Cox took the timeout after the Megan Winfield made free throw.
It's our first of the game. If you want to take that tick off of the scoreboard, Thomas, that would.
As Lady Wolverine showing front court pressure immediately. As Jackson pass it off to Fegler as Ingstrom now gets the basketball back, approaching 2 minutes into this second half so far.
Didn't really pay attention to see what press that the Tigers came out of in that, as the Wolverines just throw it away unprovoked on the other side.
Yep, and it'll be Lady Tiger basketball as they have gotten some points on their possession so far in the second half, as Lady Wolverines didn't have it for almost a minute to start that second half. Bell on the corner, pass inside to Donahue, and then we'll see another turnover.
12 Tiger turnovers to 9 for the Wolverines.
And Bradley will bring it up for the Lady Wolverines as she'll slow things down, get this offense set for the Lady Wolverines. Begler gets it poked out. McFadden going to come up with it, and then Friday will end up with the basketball. Friday going to try to take it herself, will lose it, Donahue gets on the floor, and then they're going to say the timeout was taken first. 30-second timeout saves the possession for Lander Valley.
Good heady play by the head coach. My kid said stop saying that so much, so I'll say a good heads-up play by the head coach. And a big thank you to Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for sponsoring this broadcast. Staff of their clinics in Lander and Riverton reminding you not to ignore those annual wellness visits. Make your appointment at Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care, and let's stay healthy together. Your pregame brought to you by Porter's Supply Company, reminding you that the cold weather is here for a while. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with a gas, wood, or pellet stove this winter. Porter's, North Federal in Riverton, and online at portersmvs.com as you stare into the Lander Lady Tiger huddle. Coop, the assistant coach, in there with Melinda Cox.
Cool little camera that you guys have with that nice automatic camera.
You don't have to give away trade secrets.
I'm not giving too many secrets.
Thomas is a wizard. He can do a lot of stuff over there.
And it's kind of cool when we can be together, John. I mean, just the amount of behind the scenes, the stuff going on. As McFadden will lose the basketball, it's getting stolen there, but just the extra cameras that we can incorporate into the broadcast and everything like that.
It's been fun. Exhausting sometimes, but fun.
Bradley, 3 from the top. No good. It's going to go out of bounds as
took that little crow hop kind of to center feet, and then unfortunately the release was just a skosh off, and it hit nothing but floor, unfortunately.
Lady Wolverines still haven't scored in this quarter so far.
That's the bad news. Good news is you're still only down 3.
As the Lady Wolverines will get the rebound there from Engstrom.
Norris with a shot on the baseline that did not go down. Wow. Paisley got wrapped around pretty good, no call, and the Wolverines will just turn it away on the low block.
Friday was looking for Anderson, now does. Pass inside. Anderson will look for the shot, he can't get it.
She used her left hand and left it short. Svegley will get her 3rd rebound. Riverton scoreless in the 3rd.
Look for their first score here. Engstrom will give it to Bradley. Bradley going to go baseline off the screen, looking for the inside pass, can't get it in. Kick out to Fegler. Now to Brown. Brown launching the shot. That is good from Macy Brown for the 3.
Timely 3 by number 3 as Macy knocks it down.
The score goes back up to 7. 22-15 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. McFadden falls to the ground, and they're going to call for the travel.
Going to see the freshman Taylor Leesburg checking in for the first time for Riverton, along with Riley Johnson and We2 Cloudhorse.
William Holland will check in for the Lady Tigers.
Big 3 by Macy Brown.
Now with all the momentum, and we're going to have...
Got some water got spilled right near the end of the Wolverine bench that's going to need to be cleaned up before somebody slips and falls on that.
Shout out to them for getting that cleaned up.
Good job to
quickly.
Tim Bell, grandfather of one Taylor Leesburg, who's just got out there on the court.
Lady Wolverine basketball. Lady Tigers going to have some front court pressure as Winfield will cause the turnover. McFadden pass inside as he'll get it poked out, but does retain possession.
Good recovery by Leesburg to get to that low block to avoid the easy lay-in as Cloudhorse is going to knock that away.
And they're going to say stepping out of bounds is Leesburg.
One good turnover deserves another. Back-to-back, they turn it over quickly.
Isn't there like a thing in volleyball? Service errors come in pairs,
yes.
So you got your thing for basketball.
Quick turnovers. It's harder to rhyme that, though.
Winfield will bring it up for Lander Valley, crossing the center circle. 3:27 to go. Winfield has a lane. She's going to try to drive in. She'll put up a shot. That's up and good.
Nobody stopped her. She took it all the way to the rack and put it in.
Winfield with 9 in the ball game. Leads the Lady Tigers in scoring. Jackson handed off to Engstrom. Now to Johnson. As Leesburg is wide open for a 3 and will make Lander pay for it.
Credit the assist to Riley Johnson. She made the extra pass and Leesburg knocks down the triple.
As you can see how wide open she was on that replay. As Winfield will have it poked out. Jackson comes up with the steal. She'll give it to Engstrom and Riverton will just back out. Reset things here with 2:45 to go.
Third quarter on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Wolverines with their largest lead. I have at 9. Do you have the largest lead at 9?
I do. Lander has not led in this game at all.
They have an 8-point lead now, by the way, in case you're wondering.
As it's going to be Mulholland who picks it up, but Cloud Horse gets in, causes the jump ball. Riverton basketball.
Great play by We2 Cloud Horse, recognizing that the possession was gone. If she didn't do something, she dives on it, and she gets the arrow to flip.
It'll be Leesburg to inbound for her.
She's kind of lucky she didn't get a foul, to be honest with you.
The inbound goes to Johnson. Go off to Leesburg. And we're going to get a foul, offensive foul. Cloud Horse with the illegal screen.
Yeah, had her feet moving. Came in to make the pick and just kept her feet moving as she moved into the player. Here you watch it as she comes up and stepped out with her out to the three-point line. An easy call for the official to put that on We2 Cloud Horse.
13 foul.
Now we'll bring it up. Getting the call from head coach Melinda Cox again in her first season for Lander Valley. Was the assistant from Cyril Stauffenberg, who was the coach earlier. Bell, three, good.
Left her wide open as well, and she made him pay for it.
Lead down to 5. Lady Tigers showing some pressure.
Leesburg collapsed on the drive, and Bell cans it.
Cloud Horse, they get a push.
I think it's going to be on Anderson.
Going to say that. That's her first.
She's got the hand check as she went down the right side of the lane.
Crowd still piling in. The other side's starting to fill up now.
Trickling.
Inbound to Jackson. Pump fake. Matched up by McFadden. They're going to say Jackson pushed off, and it's going to be a personal foul on her.
Kind of thought that as I watched it in real time. We'll maybe catch a replay on it and see just how pronounced it was.
And
Thomas says no.
And Lady Tigers just keep chopping at the lead. 25-20.
Outscored Riverton 8-6 to cut into what was a 7-point halftime deficit.
Inside pass, Anderson will put up no good. Donahue's going to get fouled. She'll have 2 opportunities.
Good offensive rebound by Donahue.
McIntosh, head coach of the Wolverines, was trying to plead for the cylinder case. He will not give it to her.
Riley with her second personal.
Donahue misses the first.
25-20 our score.
We'll see a substitution come in as McKay Fegler has checked in for Jackson.
94 seconds left to play in the third. Wolverines up 25-20.
Next free throw, no good. So Lady Tigers 0 for 2. 2 of 9 I have them on the day. 22%.
I concur on that.
Johnson. Leesburg. Give it off here to Fegler now. Cloud Horse, top of the key. Drive in.
Almost threw it away. So it bounced off the hand of Johnson. They gathered it back in the corner.
Fegler going to take a 3 in front of McFadden's face and misses.
McKay has struggled from the three-point line as of the last couple of games, but keep shooting, kid. You'll be all right.
McFadden. Try to drive in, pick up her dribble, give it off to Bell. Bell going to drive in, pass inside for Anderson. It's going to be a turnover as we are under 44 to play.
15 Lander turnovers, 14 Riverton, a 1 turnover differential.
T2 lead. Tigers check in, next dead ball.
Rebounds is almost even as well.
Lindstrom, Fegler looking for the pass and overthrows it. It's going to be a turnover.
Dead even in that category now at 15s.
And it's going to be Lady Tiger basketball with 29 seconds left. They can hold for the final shot again if they want.
Still 25-20. Wolverines have been outscored 8-6, but had a 7-point lead at half.
Bell crosses the logos. Look for the inside pass to Friday. Friday now makes a move, and they're going to say foul on the floor first.
So Riley got away with a reach. Then the ball handler got away with a hook. Then Riley gets called for the foul. So all is well that ends well, I guess, as that's probably where that should have ended. Anyway, Riley's going to come out with her third personal. And here comes Macy Brown back into the contest.
Fadden pass inside to North. She'll put it up. And will not get the call that she was hoping for. The Wolverines, 10 seconds to go. Bell going to try to poke it out, and she'll be called for the foul.
Second personal on Darian Bell.
Landers foul, 3.
Paisley going to check back in quickly. Some offense with 10 seconds left. Paisley's hit a long 3, and she's hit a half-court shot at the buzzer this season.
St. Clair will check in for Bell.
Leesburg has also hit a long 3 at the buzzer on this floor.
22.
As here we go. 10 seconds to go. Engstrom was looking, and it's going to be saved there just in time for Brown. Here's a shot from Fagler's, no good off the front iron. And we have one more quarter to play. 25-20. Lander outscores Riverton 8-6. We'll step aside. Final 8 minutes coming up here in the ladies' Keep Your Eye on the Goal game. This is County 10 Sports Network.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
I hope out wide left. They don't have any.
Ensuring you never forget your best memories, but also protecting your future adventures. Tyler Watson and State Farm is a proud supporter of the current and future Riverton Wolverines.
Wide right, McGuffey back to pass, shows the ball, throws again. Looking in the end zone is DeVries. Touchdown, baby!
Find us on our website at ensuringriverton.com or stop by our office at 618 East Washington Avenue to discuss protecting your future. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger Basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
25-20 entering the fourth quarter. We are underway. Lady Tigers looking for their 4th straight win against Riverton. First in a longer. Their one loss to Mountain View last week. So Lady Tigers again with the basketball. McFadden will give it to Winfield. Now swing it to Norse. Norris with the basketball, matched up with Fagler. Right back to Winfield. She's got a 3. She'll try to take the 3. So hits the side of the backboard. She gets her own rebound. She'll probably put it back up. That's no good either. And it's going to be Engstrom with the rebound.
Had an offensive rebound, but they couldn't do anything with it after the missed 3, the missed 2.
Engstrom matched up by Norris. We'll give it off to Brown. Leesburg. Fagler inside to Jackson. Jackson going to get hit by Norse.
That was good help side defense initially by Layla as Paisley come in there, kind of just spun right into her. Watching the replay right here, is it was the hand motion as she swatted down, I think, that's going to get her the call, because she actually had pretty good position initially coming in on help side defense, but then swatted and got the call.
Yeah, it looked like she had the basketball, but did not get it. Inside pass to Jackson. She'll bank it in and good.
In fact, maybe she had an and one on that, as she had her right arm taken away from her on that one.
She was scoreless in the third quarter. Fadden to Friday. Spin, puts up a shot, and they're going to say travel. No, thought I heard a whistle, but no. As Engstrom going to look for the pass, as Mulholland will poke it out, as that looked like it was going to go out of bounds all the way. And it's Riverton basketball.
6:42 left, 27-20. Wolverines' largest lead has been 9. They lead by 7.
Again, we'll have the boys' game, as Engstrom was the intended ball handler on that. She does get it, though. 7-point game. Infield almost called for the foul. Anderson going to check in for the Lady Tigers' next dead ball. We looking at the student section a little bit.
Wondered if Jackson was going to bring that out. He brings it out for Lander and Rock Springs games.
Jackson will lose it, and it's going to be Lander basketball. There's 6:18 to go. $27-20 your score on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. We want to give always a shout out to our sponsors.
That's a great shot, Thomas.
There we go. Nice job, Thomas, with your magic powers. Winfield to McFadden. Adam going to try to drive in. Now backs up. Pass inside to Anderson. Anderson's going to try to put one up. That's no good. Norris will get the rebound. And she will try to bring it out, reset things here. Winfield actually just going to launch a three. That's short. Three's just not working for Lander right now.
Yeah, 2 of 12, 17% from the arc. One by Megan, one by Bell.
They are still only down by 7 in this ball game.
You know, but it's 27-20, and 7 points is a lot when you look at the grand scheme of things.
That shot's up by Jackson. After a scoreless third quarter, it's got 4 in the fourth quarter.
That's patented Paisley right there. Puts it back out to a 9-point game, 29-20, matching their largest lead of the basketball game.
Friday to Norse, pass inside. Friday can't corral it. Anderson with the basketball. Now Norse to McFadden. Back to Friday. To the inside pass to Norse. Norse now looking to get rid of it, and they're going to say...
I think Paisley was out of bounds when she touched the ball, and so they're going to stay Tiger basketball. What McFadden was open on that, just when you need that kid to pull the trigger. I know she's a youngster on the team, but that's when you need a shooter on the perimeter that's open to shoot that shot. Cloud Horse and Judd going to check back in for Engstrom and Brown.
Going to take out Megan Winfield as well. Checking in is Hayden Goggles. Anderson will put it up and good.
Tough move on the inbound. She's got 6 to go with her 6 rebounds tonight.
As Jackson crosses the timeline. 4:53 and counting. Bradley.
There's a lot of time left in the game, but not a lot of possessions left, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the way things are going right now. We'll see Judd give it off here to Bradley as she's matched up by Hayden Goggles. Bradley.
Got in trouble, gave up her dribble on that perimeter.
And they're going to say 5 seconds.
Case in point.
Timeout.
And we're going to get a...
Was the timeout first or was the turnover first?
Saw the 5-second call as they're going to say timeout. No, they're going to give Riverton the timeout.
That's what I'm wondering, if one came before the other, but nonetheless... Thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto for sponsoring this broadcast. Bailey Tire and Auto in Riverton and Lander with a huge selection of every kind of tire you can think of. I once got a wheelbarrow tire there as well. Check them out. Stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show at the conclusion of this ball game. Big thanks to Wind River Internet for providing our web stream tonight, and the County 10 YouTube channel, and Maven for their optic assistance this past fall on the football field.
Also give a big shout out to Wyoming Catholic College, as they are a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics this season. Sponsor our academic spotlight in every game as the college salutes all the students and staff at LVHS and wishes them well this school year.
They're going to say that they got the timeout before the 5 count. I thought he put his hand up in the air for 5.
What I saw.
But he put his hand up in the air for the timeout, apparently.
Bradley, just a pass inside. McFadden pokes it out.
Just about a 5 count of another variety right there. Do we have some Valentine stuff we need to promote too?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Just trying to help.
Bradley, floater, foul, late.
Closing.
2 free throws coming.
Yeah, closing out was Friday, just came a little bit too late. Bradley will go to the stripe.
Take a look at that replay right there as Bradley goes.
Got past Norris. Friday jumped right into her.
That's going to be Friday's first.
4th team foul, 6 on the Wolverines. There'll be Tiger free throws on the next Wolverine foul. Bradley free throw good.
Can match the biggest lead of the ball game with this next upcoming free throw. See one more free throw from Olivia Bradley.
Wolverines have lost 9 straight this season. This would be a huge boon as they go play the second-ranked 2-time defending champs Saturday in Cheyenne as she makes both.
That's a makeup game from earlier in the season.
A couple of Thursdays ago.
Anderson to Friday. We'll give it to Goggles. Goggles now swing it to McFadden. Pass inside to Anderson. Anderson going to drive. On bounce. Norris will put up a shot. That's no good. Cloud Horse with the rebound. And then we'll have it's like foul on the ground.
4 rebounds, Paisley Jackson.
They're going to give Anderson with the foul. That's going to be her 3rd.
I got her for 2. Scoreboard has her for 2. That's the 5th team foul.
Why, you're also helping with the stats?
Here to help.
I always make those.
I'm just a helper on this broadcast.
Jackson inbound.
And I high-five the occasional fan, and there's a quick 5 count that will turn it over for the Wolverines.
Yeah, could have happened almost 3 times now. So Lady Tigers, so you're down by 9.
Haley Engstrom has come to the Wolverine front of the bench. I think she needs a Band-Aid or something on her right hand.
Anderson, 2 goggles. Goggles will give it off to Winfield. Winfield, spin, getting a screen. She'll try to get up a 2. That's no good. Friday, no. And we're going to have a scramble for the basketball as Riverton will finally end up with it.
They had the pick and roll. They just didn't get the roll to Anderson, who I think was open on that.
Cloud Horse to Fegler. I will get it off here to Judd. Judd, we're going to take a shot. That's no good. Friday comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, Fegler luckily did not get the foul.
Friday to McFadden as clock starting to become a factor in this one.
Yeah, not many possessions left, I said, at the 4:50 mark, and obviously even less now.
Especially for Lander. And we're going to have a timeout taken by head coach Belinda Cox. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 31-22 the score with 3:05 in county. We'll step aside for a timeout as you're listening to the Keeper of the Gold game on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Keep it local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, Keeper of the Gold. 31-22 your score. Goggles is going to try to drive in, give it to Bell. Bell. Now she'll go baseline, kick out to Anderson. Thought about it too, doesn't take it. Goggles, 3. No good, and then it's going to be out of bounds. Lady Wolverine basketball.
2 of 13 Tigers from the arc. So are the Wolverines, 2 of 13. Riverton has had 6 less shots than the Tigers, but they have made 5 more free throws and 2 more baskets.
As Paisley Jackson checks back in, Layla Norris will check back into the ball game. We got 2:49. You can see on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Lady Tigers showing full court pressure. Riley will get it. Bell's going to try to match up.
By and large, the Wolverines have handled it today.
And they do again right there. Bradley to Fegler. Pass inside to Engstrom. Can't get it. Pokes it out, and it's going to be a turnover.
Tried to get it out to Judd, who was clapping for the basketball in the corner, and they're going to turn it over. So the press, in effect, actually gets the turnover, even though the Wolverines had broken the timeline.
Bell with the basketball now as she will try to cut this lead for the Lady Tigers as they are down again by 9. 31-22 your score. Winfield also in the ball game. She's going to try to take a 3. She connects on it.
Kind of can't believe she was that wide open. Riverton defense just kind of lost her, and she made him pay for it as Haley needs to step out there on the shooter.
And we're going to have a foul as Engstrom hit the floor. And it's free throw, or no, they're going to stay on the ground. I thought they had 7, but they're going to get Layla Norris for the foul.
I've got her for 4.
She's 1 away from having her day end.
6th team foul, so both teams will shoot next foul.
One dribble, give off here to Fegler.
Tigers kind of passive defense again right now, just in their face, not really aggressive, and the clock is the Wolverines' friend.
They're not even trying to poke it out as Jackson drives in, goes baseline, pass out to Engstrom. Engstrom will put it up and going to get the call from the near side official.
It's a good pass out of there from no man's land underneath by Paisley as you see her coming right down into your living room and then out to Engstrom, who gets fouled by Anderson. Her third personal foul.
Engstrom went 0 for 2 in the first quarter. Hasn't got to the charity stripe since. I think that 0 for 3 now.
Riverton 7 of 13 from the free throw line is pretty much right at their average, and much anticipated Tiger rivalry night. Boys game next. Crowd still trickling in. Not a lot of room to put them.
And Engstrom misses both. Gets her own rebound. And Lee Wolverines
wisely resets that rather than going back up with it.
Yeah, now at 90 seconds to go. Lady Tigers just trying to get the steal. Bradley. An inside pass. And that's going to be a foul on Bell.
Fegler kind of found herself open down there, and Bell playing catch-up gets whistled.
This will put Fegler, I apologize. That's good. Yeah, it does put Fegler to the free throw line.
Just got the tail end of that on replay action.
Looking for her first points of the ball game. 6-point lead for Lander.
Fegler, one of the better free throw shooters for the Wolverines. Not on that one, though. As fourth quarter, Wolverines are 2 for 5 from the free throw line.
Get one more free throw. Wolverines 6 in the fourth, compared to Lander's 5.
Wow.
This is both.
It's not characteristic of McKay. How about they say that Jackson was out of bounds. I thought that was a pretty savvy play to knock it off of Norris, but they'll say that Paisley was out of bounds when she threw it off of the player, and it's going to go Tiger ball. Down 6. 80 seconds remaining in the ball game. 31-25 Wolverines.
Friday, Norris. Norris is going to try to drive in, kick out to McFadden. Now Winfield. Kind of have to get a score here. Winfield going to try to underscoop the score. That's no good. And it's going to be Riverton basketball. They didn't really push the pace on that.
Yeah, they got a good pick at the top that gave her a lane down the left side. She just didn't get it, and Coach Cox will call the timeout.
So we'll take another timeout here. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside. Wolverines leading 31-25. We have 67 seconds back after this. This is the County 10 Sports Network.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Lady Tigers have one timeout now in a 31-25 game. 67 seconds to go. It is Lady Wolverine basketball as it went out of bounds.
Riverton has 4 left. Thomas just got that put back up on the board for us.
My apologies there. Norris with the steal and looking for Winfield, and then we're going to have a jump ball. This is going to favor Riverton. You see part of the bench from Lander looking to see who that was. So another opportunity for the Lady Wolverines to get the basketball, and 3 seconds went off the clock there. Bradley
needs to come middle for the Wolverines.
Give it to Jackson. Friday looks, and then we're going to have a jump ball. It's going to favor Lander now.
That's interesting. Out of all of the calls,
the jump ball is the one that ends up being the call.
That I thought would have come out of that was not that one right there. You see the lob, and then I think she traveled once. And then that's actually not a bad call on the tie-up there, but I thought she traveled with it first anyway. But
Well, either way, it would have been Lady Tiger basketball as Winfield almost goes backcourt. Winfield drive in to Friday. Friday kick out to McFadden. McFadden's going to launch a three. That's no good. Anderson with the putback. She's going to be fouled first, though. With 49.3 to go, she'll have 2 opportunities at the free throw line. Missed her one and only one opportunity earlier in the ball game.
Well, you can feel the anticipation, I guess, in the nerves in the building with under a minute left to play in a 2-possession game as you just Tiger fans waiting to explode on something.
Ella Judd picks up her 4th. Big free throws here. Anderson makes the first.
Not sure, but maybe would have thought Coach Cox would let him go 4 low and let Winfield just go one-on-one at one point, but we haven't seen that yet.
Anderson will try and knock one more down. 49.3 after the free throw. Student section trying to cause a distraction. It works. Judd comes up with the rebound, and now it's desperation time for Lander. Fegler is going to be calling the timeout. McIntosh has to run across half court on that, and he will get the timeout. Let's see if it's a full. They're going to say full timeout. We'll just keep it right here.
Yeah, 40 seconds left, and you look at resetting right now, and the Tigers have amped up that pressure. It is still a 2-possession game. 1 out of 2 free throws right there as the cheerleaders. Great student section on hand here tonight, as you would expect for the Fremont County rivalry game on a Tuesday night with a boys game coming up.
Yeah, this gym is packed. It's loud. You can hear it over here. As it's always supposed to be a good one, John. As 31-26 your score. Right now, Paisley Jackson, 14 points. She had 10 in the first and only sits with 4 in the second.
Well, it has come in the 4th quarter. In fact, she's the only 2 field goals for Riverton in the 4th quarter, as it's been 2 free throws by Olivia Bradley outside of the 4 points by Paisley Jackson. Lander has outscored Riverton 14-12 in the second half, but it was a 7-point halftime lead for Riverton that has put them out in front of this ball game with 40 seconds left to play on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 4th quarter from Wolverine Gym.
Again, Lady Tigers 1 timeout left. We'll see how they want to play this. 40 seconds on the clock. 31-26 your score. Fegler to inbound for the Lady Wolverines. They do get it into Johnson. Johnson looking to get the foul, and they won't get the foul. And Bradley gets it over center court, and now they're going to try to get the foul, and they finally do. Layla Norris is going to foul out of the ball game.
Yeah, they used 8 seconds of that 10 to get it across, and Layla will pick up her 5th, maybe her 6th, as I think she tried to give one back there that they didn't call. That would have helped the clock situation, but here it is, Olivia Bradley back at the line. Wolverines just 44%, but Olivia 2 for 2 on the night, are only 2 points in the ball game.
Yeah, she'll try to make this a 33-26 game.
Could max it out to a 3-possession game, in fact, but not now.
And misses it. Friday comes up with the rebound. She'll try to push the pace across the center court, and she's going to. There is an offensive foul.
You can see that as soon as she crossed the hash mark out there, as that was a great setup by Riley Johnson on that side, right in front of the Wolverine student section. She saw her coming. Watch the play here. Riley, 1-2, boom, down she goes. That was a great defensive play by Riley Johnson.
Forces Lander to now play defense again. McFadden will poke it out. Doesn't take any time off the clock, still at 25.1.
Second foul on Friday, by the way. Next foul, by the way, on Lander will put Riverton to the line twice rather than the one in the bonus.
This is they put 24.7 now. Clock grows now. As Jackson will give it to Bradley, but Bell pokes it out.
Paisley Jackson was actually wide open under the hoop, but they couldn't get it to her.
Overturn this call. It's going to be Lady Tiger basketball.
Referees confer, and they'll say out of bounds on the Lady Wolverines with 20 seconds left to play.
McFadden to Bell. Got to push the pace. Only down by 6. Here's the screen. Bell. 3 is blocked by Engstrom. And then they're going to try to foul. McFadden will foul Paisley Jackson.
Big block by Haley Engstrom right there.
And that, if 1 or 2 goes in, that's probably going to do it here as you're looking at the replay. They'll have the shot, but look at the closeout by Jackson.
Yeah,
Engstrom, excuse me.
Bradley got taken out on the pick at the top, and that left her wide open. And like you said, the closeout by Engstrom gets to knock it away. And here's Paisley Jackson trying to put this on ice.
Yeah, probably one of two would do it here with 8.7 to go. Again, Lander with one timeout. There's the first.
Full two-possession game right now.
We'll have one more upcoming in a 32-26 game. As the second free throw is good.
16 for Paisley Jackson.
And they're not going to call the timeout. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Winfield floater, no good. That's going to do it. The Lady Wolverines snap a 3-game losing skid against Lander with a final 33-26.
Hugs all around at midcourt. This is what the doctor ordered for this basketball team. It's a 3-game skid that they've ended against Lander, but it's a 9-game losing skid against all their opponents this year that the Lady Wolverines get the win as you walk through the line with the teams, and the school song plays at Wolverine Gym with the Lady Wolverines winning it 33-26.
We're going to see the trophy be presented here, as just waiting for the crowd or the Lander crew to get out of the way. And for the first time in 3 games, the Lady Wolverines waiting to get their trophy presented to them. As we're going to see how much is going to be on the clock here. Is might see a 10-minute clock, or no, they're saying 8, but just waiting on the trophy. I'm not sure exactly what is going on here.
I think they want the band to stop so that they can announce, but the band is already warming up and the clock is already moving.
Yeah, as they're trying to get it to stop, and just kind of waiting. There it is.
He'll wrap them up now.
We'll wait for the presentation of the trophy, and we'll step aside for a quick timeout and kind of flip roles. John, you're going to do the play-by-play of the boys, and I will do the color as well, as there's the trophy being presented, and we're going to step aside for final game wrap-up and right into the Porter's Mountain View Supply tailgate show. This is the Fremont County rivalry on the County 10 Sports Network.
Elevate Rehab in Lander is a proud sponsor of sports in Fremont County. Elevate offers physical and occupational therapy and specializes in hand therapy. Elevate Rehab also offers one-on-one personalized treatment for every patient. Their dedicated team of highly skilled and specialized therapists will help you on your journey back to better health and mobility. Elevate Rehab, 535 East Main, Suite D in Lander.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families. Our locally owned clinics offer a wide range of specialties like aquatic, vestibular, and pediatric therapy. On staff, we have specialists certified in dry needling, sports and orthopedic therapy, and a certified hand therapist now seeing patients both in Riverton and Lander. Our women's health specialists can help with everything from incontinence to pre- and postpartum care. Our 6 locations in western Wyoming are all built for physical and aquatic therapy. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Gales Carpet Floor and Home is happy to support student athletes in sports across Fremont County. Gales Carpet One Floor and Home has been a Fremont County fixture for decades, specializing in flooring, window coverings, and cabinets, as well as the professional, certified installation of those products. Stop into Gales Floor and Home today at 220 East Main Street, Riverton, or see them online at galescarpet1riverton.com.
High Country Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. High Country Hearing Centers has been serving Wyoming's hearing health care needs since 1979. High Country Hearing Centers will always provide superior hearing instrument technology and standard of care practices to help you stay connected with family and help you maintain a more active and healthier Wyoming lifestyle. Make an appointment today in Lander at 1460 West Main or in Rock Springs at 514 Broadway.
Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Wolverine basketball on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, here with head coach Stu Mullins of the Lander boys. And coach, just great bounce back win against Mountain View. What helped you guys lead to that victory?
Just consistency, like we've talked about. Just getting really good possessions every time down the floor. And, to score like we did in the fourth quarter with Talon coming in and hitting those 3 threes was huge. And, it's what we needed to kind of get some momentum going into conference season.
Yeah, and, doesn't get any easier. You got a big game tonight in Fremont County rivalry, obviously, with history with you and just this 2 programs in general. Just what are you looking forward to most to with this game for you and the team?
I hope our kids just compete and have fun. It's we talked about it last night at the end of practice. You just really got to embrace this moment. There's going to be thousands of people in here, and against a really good opponent. But you also got to remember that you've played really well too. And so I hope they come in with some confidence and just keep swinging.
Talk about Riverton. What do you know about them, and what's the game plan going in?
If they're not the best in 4A, they're one of the best, and it's, obviously in their ranking, but, they put 5 kids on the floor that can all shoot it, and then they bring in a few more that can shoot it too, and they're athletic, and they know what they do, and they don't make mistakes. I think they turned the ball over 8 times, so, you better have some help, coming to a game like this, and hopefully, you catch them on an off night, or you have a really good night. But we'll have our hands full, and we know that. But I just hope the kids play hard and have fun.
What's going to be the X factor tonight? What's going to give you guys that 1-0 victory today?
If we can guard the 3-point line, they do it so well, and you have a kid like Paxton that just has such a quick release, and so you can't be closing out. You have to be there, and so we'll find out. We were able to do it against Douglas, extend out a little bit, but this is a whole nother beast.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you after.
Awesome. Thanks.
Hey, Coach Stu Mullins of the Lander boys team. We're going to send it over to John Gabrielson with Bo Sheets and the Riverton Wolverines.
Thank you, Wyatt. Talking with head coach Bo Sheets of the Riverton boys. I talked with Ella Judd. I said, what's more pressure, conference game, playing a non-conference versus Lander, or taking on number 1 or number 2 in the state on Saturday when you go to Cheyenne East this week? And kind of ask you the same situation.
Yeah, well, as a coach's perspective, conference games take a huge priority. When you're a player and a fan and a coach, the rivalry games are big, but definitely the conference games, and then the others are tests of kind of how you're doing. With East and being the number 1 or number 2 team, depending on if it's boys or girls. That's a really good test for both teams, and so for us, it's definitely the conference games take priority, and the rest of them are gauges of where you're at.
With that said, you had 1 day of practice to get ready for this after a pretty successful weekend and a 3-0 start, 2 conference play. What do you know about the Tigers? What are you going to do about the Tigers tonight from your perspective?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to see both teams, number 3 in both classes, 3 and 4A. So it's good to see, a ranked, top 3 head-to-head match there. And so for us, we kind of knew a little bit about them just even before this week. So kind of working some zone stuff. Predominantly, they've shown 2-3 and, a little bit of 2-2-1 full court press. So, I would say that we'll see that. And kind of like every team, if you have success in it, sometimes they switch it and other times they just stay in it. So that would be my guess.
You held them scoreless in the first quarter last year. Obviously, that may be an anomaly with what your defense is doing. But you're still number 2 in 4A in defense. And you would think that maybe strength of schedule and things like that have you, I guess, is the word more ready than maybe the Tigers tonight, or does all bets off because it's rivalry?
Yeah, so a lot of that's all bets are off. It's a rivalry game, and so realistically, some of those things. And the defense, I was a little disappointed. Our offense played so well last weekend against Rock Springs and Kelly, and then when we watched film, there are 2 glaring things that we were not doing well, and the first one was just kind of on the defensive end, kind of playing our brand of basketball and then boxing out. And so that was a huge emphasis for us watching film with the guys yesterday was, kind of take care of what we do. We've got to be a lot more solid on the defensive end and then securing those rebounds.
if you're on ESPN, somebody analyzes this game, they say, okay, you've got to neutralize Lopez and Stauffenberg on one side, neutralize DeVries and Paxton on the other side, and it may come down to the other three positions on the court where this one's decided.
Right, yeah, it's a lot easier said than done, kind of neutralizing those four players, just because they do have two really good scorers in Stauffenberg and Lopez, and obviously, Derek and Parker are doing a good job scoring for us. So, I think it's a team effort, and so those guys plus the other guys coming in will, hopefully be solid for us, and we can kind of neutralize a bit of what they do.
Real quick, healthy, everybody ready?
Yep. Other than Hunter, everybody's ready to go.
All right. Wish you the best of luck.
All right. Thank you.
This has been the Porter's Pregame Show from the County 10 Sports Network on Jack FM. Back to the game right after this.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
It's the boys' game of the red versus green, Lander versus Riverton rivalry. The Wolverines third in 4A. They are 11-2 overall. They've won 8 straight, taking on the Lander Tigers. They're 8-3, also third ranked in Class 3A. They have won 7 of their last 8. They beat Mountain View to be on a 1-game win streak. Good evening, John Gabrielson alongside Wyatt Barichka, Thomas Dent the third next to us. Jason Peterson high above Wolverine, Jim Riley Bouillon underneath with the camera. And you've also got Jared Anderson back at radio control. Let's go through your starting lineups along with PA announcer Steve Peck. As the Tigers will start like this in their road black, the white numbers and the green trim. A 5'10 junior averages 4 points, 2 rebounds per ball game is Parker 6B. 5'9 senior averaging 3 and 2 is Braden Lincoln wearing number 10. 6'3 junior averaging 6 points a game is Bennett Washington. The motor of this team, he's a 6'3 senior averaging 15 points and a team high 8 rebounds, Brennan Stauffenberg. Number 24, a 5'10 senior averaging 13 points, 3 rebounds, is Abe Lopez. It'll be 6B Lincoln, Washburn, Stauffenberg, and Lopez for head coach Stu Mullins in his 6th season at the Lander Valley Tigers. For the home team, they are the Riverton Wolverines in their home whites, the Cardinal numbers. A 6-foot senior averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds a game is Jason Vincent. Averaging 15 points a game, the 6'2 junior wearing number 1, Derek DeVries. 6-foot senior, 5 points, 4 boards per ball game is Cade Gabrielson. Number 12, a 5'9 junior, 19 points a game. Number 1 in the conference in 3-point shooting and scoring. 5th in free throws is Parker Paxton. And number 14, a 6-foot senior with 5 points, 3 rebounds a game is Nathan Hutchison. One other stat I want to throw out there to you. Stu Mullins talked about it in the pregame, Wyatt. That is the 3-point shooting of the Wolverines. They've hit 98 on the season. The Tigers have hit 66. Of those 90, Parker Paxton has hit 40, and he's done so at 49% from the arc. And he's definitely going to draw a lot of attention from the opposition as DeVries and Stauffenberg will step into the midcourt circle. And this ball is underway. A completely different set of officials. 2 out of the 3 are different than we saw in the girls' game. And rivalry basketball is underway. The Tigers win the tap. Stauffenberg to Lopez. Defensed by Jason Vincent. DeVries has got Stauffenberg, as those are the 2 main people they wanted to stop. 6B to Stauffenberg. Hands it back out to 6B. Now to Lincoln. Runs the arc to the outside to Washburn. He'll get into the paint, be rejected and stuffed by DeVries, who taps it back in bounds and is picked up by Nathan Hutchison. Good block, good rebound by Derek DeVries, and the Wolverines will get their first opportunity as they go left to right. Tigers have put out a 2-3 zone on the Wolverines. They'll look to shoot them out of that zone and put them into man-to-man. Parker runs around Washburn, rises 15, get it. Parker Paxton averages real close to 20 a game. He's on his way with his first bucket of the contest.
2-3 zone, there's going to be a lot of shooting opportunities for the Wolverines, and that's just something the Tigers can sometimes willing to give up if they can get on the other side of the bucket.
Watching the replay as Parker knocks down that one. Underneath, Stauffenberg is going to be fouled by DeVries. That'd be number 1 on Derek. And it will send Brennan Stauffenberg to the line. The Tigers are a 66% free throw shooting team.
First team foul.
Stauffenberg, 55% on the season, has taken the most out of the Tigers as he makes that first one.
Two to 1 early on. Minute 5 gone by on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Second one to tie does. Breno tied up at 2 apiece.
Here comes the full court pressure here, John, from the Tigers.
Wolverines will try to dribble through it. It's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Braden Lincoln. Stays RHS ball.
You're going to see that too with 6B. He's going to be playing more of the hustle guy of the Tigers team today.
They extend that 2-3 zone out near midcourt as Paxton goes right side. Gabrielson. Cade goes back over to Parker. Thought about threatening a 3. Cade baseline corner. Hutchison on the way. 3 ball misses, and Washburn ends up with a rebound.
Again, just 2-3 zone. You're going to get a lot of 3-point shots there. Stauffenberg almost with the travel.
It's kind of interesting that they would dare the Wolverines as well as they shoot the 3 today. Lincoln runs the arc. Washburn in the paint. Throws it back to Stauffenberg on the baseline. He'll light up a 3. That one's an air ball. And it's going to be run down in the corner by Parker Paxton.
Here from the student section already. They're already in this game.
Cade cross courts it. Vincent for a triple. That's good. Gabrielson the assist. Vincent knocks down the trifecta, and it's 5-2 Wolverines. We've played 2 minutes on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard here from RHS. Stauffenberg to Lincoln on the Wolverine pod. Now to Lopez. About the 5-minute mark, you see Sheets and Monroe will check in, and that's about where we're at. Stauffenberg works in on Vincent. Turnaround 8. Missed it. Parker with another rebound.
Weird. Parker's probably the smallest guy on the Wolverines side of things, and he's getting the boards.
Yeah, he's also got, I think, the best vertical on anybody out there as well as a kid can hop. Nice cut. DeVries rejected by Stauffenberg. Taken away by Brennan. Nice play by 2-3 in the black. Lopez, one-on-one, runs over Gabrielson, and they'll call an offensive foul. Cade steps in, takes the charge, and a first personal foul on Abe Lopez. Will be the turnover on Lander there first.
Lopez likes to be aggressive going in there, and sometimes he gets those calls himself, and he's telling himself to calm down just a little bit just because of how big this game is. I mean, just for the community. I mean, the entire gym is pretty much almost packed.
And DeVries and Hutch come out as Monroe and Sheets check in. Both juniors on the Wolverine team. Vincent to Paxton. Parker will cross-court it to Monroe, who's open on the right side. He'll gather it back in and they'll run some offense. 3 minutes gone by first quarter. Gabrielson for 3 in the corner. Hits the side of the backboard. Gets his own rebound. Stauffenberg with another rebound, and he'll muscle it away from everybody else and take it away.
Tigers pushing the pace with Lopez.
And a hand check out front. And it's going to go against Jason Vincent. First personal, second team foul on Riverton as Derek has one. Lopez will go to the free throw line to shoot some free throws.
Lopez, 22 points. No, they're going to say that's on the ground.
Yeah, I thought where the hand check was, and then I just saw him line it up, so went with it. But I thought where the hand check was, they are going to send that underneath the window. Lopez taking his time, finds Lincoln. Tries to run past Cade, does, but misses too hard off glass. Rebound by Dre Monroe. Landers 2 more points already than they scored in the first quarter last year. As Ty Sheets in the corner will knock down a 3.
Yeah, it was scoreless last season in the first quarter. It was a rough shooting for the Tigers.
8-2. Lopez back out top. 3-pointer 6B off the mark. Monroe gets the rebound, his second as he comes off the bench. Tigers 0 for 5 from the field. Only points right now, the 2 points scored by Stauffenberg at the stripe.
Martoni and Talon Whelan will check in next dead ball.
8-2 Wolverines midway through the first quarter on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Dre's wide open at the top, and 6B comes behind him trying to pilfer, and he'll get the call. His second team foul. Gabrielson out.
Bartoni also in, Whelan in. Whelan knocked 3 threes back-to-back.
Kid takes a Razin for the 3 that hits the side of the backboard as he comes to the bench. Inbound. Ella Judd walking by with a trophy as Lopez bumps into Paxton. Nothing called. Dre drives through traffic, scoots it back out to Paxton. Can't get a 3 away. Goes back out to DeVries. Now Sheets. He'll go work baseline on Bartoni. There's Paxton for 3. That triple is good. Can't leave that kid open.
And Stu's going to call for a timeout, and he finally gets it.
3:26 left. You watch the replay. Sheets to a wide open Paxton who buries one down. And the Wolverines out to an 11-2 advantage. That was a Lander timeout, by the way, Tomas, as we took it off the wrong side of the scoreboard there. 11-2 Wolverines early in this Fremont County battle.
Yeah, that 2-3 zone, I mean, Wolverines are already getting things figured out. Is a few three-pointers taken by the Wolverines, and got to wonder when is the cue to go man-to-man probably.
Congratulations to the Lady Wolverines. They defeated Lander 33-26, ending a 9-game losing skid, a 3-year losing skid to the Lander Lady Tigers. Earlier tonight, Paisley Jackson scored 16 to lead the Lady Wolverines. She also had 5 rebounds, but it was a pretty good team effort. Megan Winfield led the Lander girls with 12. And the Wolverine boys out to an 11-2 advantage early on.
Again, last year made 2 points better than what they started with in that game last year. As you're also on the call.
Casper officiating crew in this one here today, and the official underneath the basket talking with a photographer who is in the mix with cheerleaders. We've got a camera person down there as well, and trying to keep him out of the lane of fire, I guess.
I think they're just kind of letting him know they are. Is not an issue last game, but
yeah, he's apparently not moving, and they're not budging. Now the cheerleaders will move over just a little bit to accommodate.
Yeah, probably more worried about the padding. And
it's just safety.
Safety, of course.
For the players as well as the photographer, too, to be honest with you. 11-2 Lopez. And the Tigers down by 9. 3:20 left to play first quarter. Whelan to Lopez. Hutch on him defensively on the Wolverine paw at the outset of the three-point line. Back over to Stauffenberg. Monroe draws that assignment now. Washburn has DeVries on him defensively in the man-to-man. Lopez, 15-foot line. Bartoni, baseline, shut off there. Good defense set by the Wolverines. They have not allowed much happening here for the Tigers right here till Stauffenberg lights up a 3. It's going to rattle around and drop. Boy, talk about a shooter's bounce. I'm not sure how that one went in, but nice job by Brennan to get the shot to go. Is going to watch the replay on that one. Looked like it was coming all the way out, and it rolls back in.
Yeah, Monroe was literally right in his face on that shot.
DeVries was there to rebound it, too, in fact. Right side, Parker. Gives up his dribble, goes into the corner to Hutchison. Chested up by Bartoni. Boy, Derrickman missed that one badly. I'm not sure if it was altered by Stauffenberg on the way up or not, but the Wolverines will get a foul, Monroe. After that.
That will be his first. Seeing a couple of CWC players walk into the court. Local CWC athletes for the men's basketball team.
Gabrielson back in. Parker's going to get his first breather. 2:19 left to play first quarter. Thank you for tuning in on the County 10 Sports Network on YouTube. Some of the CWC basketball players in the house. They'll be taking on Casper College tomorrow at home.
So went out of bounds. Tigers will retain possession as they are down by 6. 2:07 to play.
Wolverines had a 2-0 lead. Stauffenberg tied it up to make it 2s, and since then it's been a 9-3 Wolverine run. Stauff left side, gets it back. Wolverines man-to-man defensively. Whelan to Lopez. He'll spin around Vincent. He'll bump into Hutchison. Nothing called, and Stauffenberg will muscle it to the rack and knock it in.
There's the aggressiveness of Abe Lopez paying off right there as he got the assist.
Lander 11, Brennan 7 right now. He's got all 7 of the Tigers' points. Vincent flips it to Hutchison, back to Gabrielson, corner. Monroe for 3, skims off, punched in the air, and it's rebounded by Vincent. Underneath, outside DeVries, pump fake, penetrates, goes over Stauffenberg for a 10-footer. That one misses the mark. And the Bennett Washburn rebound makes it Tiger basketball, trailing by 4. Minute 15 left to play. First quarter, 11-7 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Lincoln and Paxton will check in for their respective teams on the next whistle. Great student section here tonight across the way at Wolverine Gym. Looking for something to cheer about. Lopez going to run down the lane again. Nice little left-hand runner. He just left it short. DeVries.
Right idea there, just couldn't capitalize on it.
And then Hutch is going to be D'd up, fouled by Stauffenberg, and that'll be number 1 on Brennan. And it'll be Wolverine basketball out of bounds. 6B and Lincoln back in. 2 starters for the Wolverines. Paxton will check in for Monroe.
Stauffenberg will check out as he is all the Lander points right now at 7.
Pulling the jersey to come in, Brooklyn John going to step into the contest for Lopez. 49 seconds left in the first. I think they'll give them a little extended break as we will head into the intermission between quarters 1 and 2 here in just a minute. Cade into the paint. DeVries kicks it back to Cade. Gabrielson pulls it back out to the arc to Paxton. Back to Cade. He'll cross court it. Dangerous pass. Vincent ends up with it. He'll bounce it to Cade. He'll step through, lay it up. Missed it. Rebound Vincent. He'll power it back up and in.
Oh, coming up almost Bartoni with the foul right there. Potential and 1 missed.
13-7 RHS, under 20 seconds left to play. Lincoln guns it to John. Back up top to Whelan. Now near the midcourt circle, 6B. 10 seconds left to play. Tigers playing without their point guard, Kason McClung. Injured his wrist. 3 seconds left. Whelan all over him is Paxton. Desperation heave, not close. And we've played 1 quarter of basketball. After 1, it's the Wolverines 13. It's the Tigers 7. We'll return in 30. This is Fremont County Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Fly Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's Pregame Show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
Rematch.
Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger Basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
County 10 is your home of the Wolverines and the Tigers. Every game, every town, every gym, as the Wolverines will have the basketball to begin the second quarter with a 13-7 advantage. Riverton 5 of 15. They got 7 more shots than the Tigers. 3 of 8 from the arc. Lander 2 of 8, 1 of 4 from three-point land. Riverton is yet to shoot free throws. Paxton gets a pick, writes the 3 on the way. No good. Stauffenberg will sky for the rebound.
It's a good take right there from Paxton, just can't convert on it. So there's a nice dish to Braden Lincoln, excuse me. Replay on that one. It's a nice dish right there as Tigers now bring a little bit of front court pressure.
Yeah, Stauffenberg found him. Not sure whose guy that was, but he was wide open there as the Wolverines will attack the pressure. Gabrielson in the corner for 3 on the way. Back of the iron. Long rebound comes up to DeVries. Wolverines right now 3 of 10 from three-point land. That's a bit under their average. Paxton corner, Jason, Vincent, 3. That one's off the mark. Ball poked out of there by DeVries, and It's going to go out of bounds to Lander on the team rebound as Derek did a good job to throw that one back out to make a chance at it.
Yeah, just kind of a desperation save from Hutchinson. Can't get his feet off the ground in time.
13-9 Wolverines, a minute gone by in the second quarter on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. John Gabrielson, Wyatt Barichka on the call. Stauffenberg for three, and he'll knock it down. He's got 10 of the Tigers' 12, and the Wolverines will throw it away. Lopez spins, throws it up. He'll miss it, but he's fouled. As Abe Lopez will shoot free throws, DeVries will be his second if it is.
It is on DeVries. He's talking to the official about it.
Second personal on Derek DeVries. Last time out, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals by one Derek DeVries. Parker Paxton last time out, 18 points, 3 rebounds and a steal. Lopez free throw is good. We're tied at 13. First time we've been tied since one apiece. Second one on the way is no good. DeVries snares the rebound. We stay tied at 13s. Riverton had a 9-point lead early. Cade flips it back out to Paxton. Penetrates, rises 12, left it short. Another rebound, Stauffenberg. 5 boards already for Brendan Stauffenberg. Going to give it up top to Lopez.
On pace for a good game from Stauffenberg.
Lopez back out. 3-pointer on the way, 6-speed. That's good, and the Tigers are back out in front. Actually, their first lead of the game, actually, as it was tied at 2s. Paxton dribbling through traffic, finds DeVries. Baseline, 15 is good. Cuts it to 1, 16-15. 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter.
What that front court pressure will do, leave somebody open, knocks down the 2 is DeVries. There's a poke right there from DeVries, has an easy layup.
They'll take it all the way, put it off glass. Riverton back out in front. Second lead change of the night, 17-16. 5.5 left. Almost another steal by DeVries. As he almost threw it away. Shot from the outside, misses. Tigers come up empty that time. Paxton with his 3rd rebound. Corner, Gabrielson. Cross courts it to Hutch, back out to DeVries. Shovels it to wide open Paxton. Triple, missed it. Gabrielson the rebound, fires 15. That one's not going to go. DeVries all over the place. They're going to call a foul, I think, on Stauffenberg after the fact. It looked like DeVries might have been the one that did the fouling out there.
Yeah, it looked like DeVries went over Stauffenberg. Is trying to see if we can get a replay right here. We do.
Yeah, we missed the play where it happened there, unfortunately.
Yeah, you hear the entire Lander crowd just erupt on that. That looked DeVries all the way, but again, we're not down there. What I'll usually say.
So that's going to take out 10 of your 16 points out of the offense for this second personal foul, and you'll see when Coach Mullins brings Stauffenberg back in. Lucas on the inbound, takes it, puts it in. He just checked into the ball game, and Eli Lucas makes it a 3-point Wolverine lead, 19-6, 5:05 left to play. Lincoln, first half, by the way, gives it to 6B, over his head, throws it away, saved by Lucas off the leg of Bartoni. Turnover number 3 on the Lander Tigers. It's been a pretty turnover-free basketball game so far. Just 1 on Riverton and 3 on the Tigers.
You got to wonder that foul now. You just see the momentum kind of just completely shift back to the Wolverines after Lander had a 1-point lead at one point.
Well, in these big games, highs are so much higher. Lows seem to be so much lower that makes those swings seem bigger than they maybe are. Monroe back into the game. Left side, pump fakes a shot. Runs the arc back up to Paxton. 4:40 remaining in the first half. Riverton with a 19-16 lead. Vincent in traffic, puts it up off glass, missed it. And the rebound out to 6B.
So Lopez pushed the pace, loses it for a moment.
Levi with a great job diving in on that. Coach Sheets was trying to call a timeout, not going to get it though. How about Eli Lucas coming in? Instant offense on one end, and he comes up with a couple of defensive plays on the other end. 4:22 remaining in the first half. 19-16 RHS. 2 fouls on Stauffenberg. They'll throw it in. Ball bounces off of Washburn. Out of bounds. Wolverine basketball. 4th Tiger turnover. You just kind of see that bounce there. They thought they had him there for a second on the inbound, but it was a split second, and it goes back to the Wolverines against full court pressure now.
Almost feels like a loss of possession for Lander on that one.
Parker, corner to Lucas. Eli back out to Parker. Cross courts it to Sheets. Thought about a 3. Penetrates. Jumps it back out to Parker. Hands it out to Monroe between the circles. Back to Paxton for a triple. Missed it, but Lucas with an offensive rebound. Underneath, they're letting him play for sure, as there was a lot of contact on that one. And the Tigers come back with it. And then bodies fly, ball out of bounds. Nothing called on either side, and it's going to go to the Wolverines. It's on both ends of the court right now. They are letting them get physical. Watching the replay there as Paxton went down with...
So you get another angle of this.
Yeah, that was... I think maybe just because he had lost the ball was kind of out of control why they let that go, but it's a pretty physical basketball game. Gabrielson back in for Riverton. Hutchison, Paxton, Monroe, and Sheets. On the other side, it's Whelan, also Lopez, Bartoni, Lincoln, and Washburn. Driving in is Hutchison. His shot no good. Braden Lincoln's going to wrestle away the rebound. Long pass up ahead. Bartoni, pump fake, and a foul on Parker. Paxton's going to be a reach. It's going to be the 15th foul on the Wolverines. Tiger basketball out of bounds.
Could have got Bartoni with the travel too, but they're going to give Paxton the foul, and that's his first.
3:26 left in the first half. 19-16 still our score. Wolverines by 3. Lincoln lost the handle on it. Paxton tips it away, throws it up. Diving on it is Monroe. He'll spin. That's a travel.
Easy call right there.
Yeah, you can't flip over. Wolverine. Some Wolverine crowd don't like it. Other Wolverines nodding their head, and that is the correct call, a travel.
As I said, this game, the crowd is also getting into it as well.
Jainito Monroe Black will check into the game. Braden Lincoln's coming out, grimacing. Not sure he's going to go to the trainer, Adam Simon, on the bench, see if he's okay.
Yeah, kind of got the worst of that scramble for the basketball.
3 and change left in the first half. 19-16 Wolverines by 3 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Lopez back up top. Looks like the Wolverines have switched into a 2-3 zone here. Driving, a lot of contact and a late whistle, and it's going to be called on Gabrielson.
I say on the shot, so Lopez getting another opportunity at the free throw line. That's one of the things of his game that really is pretty impressive, just the amount of aggressive drives he's willing to take.
It's a good job by Lopez after he got past Cade. He jumps back into Cade and he gets Gabrielson for the foul. Free throw no good by Lopez. He's 1 for 3 here. Tigers are 3 of 5 from the free throw line. 2:54 left in the third. Excuse me, what are we in second quarter? I'll get it right. Almost halftime. Under 3 minutes to play. 19-17. Boy, Riverton had an 11-2 lead at one point. Hutchison in the middle. Drives through traffic. He'll be called for a walk. That'll be turnover number 3 on Riverton. DeVries and Vincent back into the game.
Returning for Riverton, 0.
Out comes Monroe and Sheets.
1.
Yeah, just get some defensive in there. DeVries, I mean, really good on both sides of the ball, but his defense really showing up in this game so far.
Yeah, just 2 points for him right now. Five points for Parker Paxton. Lopez in traffic, flips it out to Whelan. Wolverines knocking it away. Hutchison ending up with it is Black, and he'll throw it away.
A little too much on that one, not high enough for Bartoni on that play.
And again, the story is 2 personal fouls on Stauffenberg here early on, and he has sat about the last 3 minutes of this basketball game. DeVries will bounce it up to Gabrielson. Cade crosses it back to Paxton. Parker will drive, 12-foot hanger, missed it. Saving it inbounds is Bartoni. The Wolverines right now 8 of 29. They have 17 more shots than the Tigers, but a bucket on the other end.
Lopez with his second bucket or his first bucket, excuse me.
4 points. He has 2 free throws. Vincent tries to wrap around pass it. Lopez knocked it away. Back right side, Hutchison drives in, shovels it to Gabrielson. In traffic, he'll be fouled and will shoot free throws.
Pretty easy call there.
Tiger foul on Bennett Washburn. 5th team foul. And it will send Gabrielson to the line as he gets the shovel. And thought maybe that foul would go on Black looking at the replay, but they do go against Washburn. Gabrielson, first free throw knocks down. He's been making a living at the free throw line as of late. Cade was 4 of 4 from the free throw line at Kelly Walsh on Saturday as the Wolverines got the conference win. Sheets back in for DeVries. Second one left short by Cade and a rebound by Black.
Gotta get a bucket here if you're Lander, just not wanting to live at that free throw line.
20-19. We've been tied 3 times. We have also seen 2 lead changes. The Tigers doing this without arguably their best player on the bench right now in Brennan Stauffenberg. 22nd possession right now is driving Lopez. Shot is no good. On the floor, Lopez. That should be a travel. And a timeout called by the Tigers.
Lopez, I think, gets away with the travel, but how long it took for Stu Mullins to get the timeout. The replay on that one, we do not. But yeah, it's only a 30-second. Just try to repossess the basketball, John.
Thank you to Porter's Supply Company in Riverton for sponsoring our broadcast today. Porter's reminds you to keep your wood gas or pellet stove in optimum condition for the cold season. They've got everything you need from new installs to supplies and accessories online. PortersMVS.com. Also, Tyler Watson, State Farm agent, prouder supporter of Riverton Athletics. State Farm reminding you not to forget old memories and also protect your future. Stop in to see Tyler and his staff, 618 East Washington Avenue, or online at insuringriverton.com. You can say this about consistency is neither side of the gym liking what they're seeing out of the officiating so far. And I will say this for them. They have been consistent in no calls as well as any other calls.
And you can't complain about that. If they're
exactly
staying consistent, you can't blame that. The amount of fouls we have, it does not feel like that many fouls right now.
Yeah, 11 total. Lopez airmails one. Is not sure if that one got partially blocked, but Hutchison comes away with it. Vincent back up top to Nathan. He'll penetrate, rise for 12, and now a blocking foul is going to send him to the line. Bennett Washburn.
It picks up his second.
You know, and Cape took that early charge, and since then there have been maybe 1 or 2 or 3 that have been 50-50 that have not been called whatsoever after Gabrielson took that opening one on Lopez. Hutchison at the line. Free throw is good. 2-point Wolverine lead, 21-19, 49 seconds left. Coach Travis McIntosh setting up to chat with us at halftime. Lopez gets the call from Coach Mullins. 45 seconds left to play in the first half and a 3-point Wolverine lead. Wheeling back to Lopez, cutting Washburn, can't get it to him. Back up top, Black. Wheeling again. Lopez down the lane. That should be a travel violation, and it is. 7 turnovers on the Tigers. Ty Sheets was there to try to take a charge on top of it, but as he just spins through, there's 1, 2, 3, knocks Ty to the floor, and they'll call him for the steps with 27 seconds left. Ty wearing that black on his left hand after dislocating that thumb in Cheyenne a couple of weeks ago. Wolverines will probably hold for the final possession here, as they like to do that inside of 30 seconds of a quarter. Vincent with 15, bounces back up top, Gabrielson. Wolverines, 10 seconds left. 3 seconds. DeVries on the way. Back of the iron, no good. And we have played one half of basketball. And the Wolverines 3 of 14 from the arc. And they have a 22-19 lead here at the intermission. Tomas, let's take a 30. We'll come back. We'll talk with the head coach, Travis McIntosh, of the Riverton girls right after this 30-second break. At the intermission on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard, it is Riverton 22. It is Lander 19. We'll be back right after this.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
We are back on County 10 Sports, talking real quick with head coach Travis McIntosh. And Coach, first of all, congratulations. First time you've beaten Lander in 3 tries, and it stops a 9-game skid on top of everything else. Probably had to be just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, it was definitely such a great team win. I don't really have a lot. It was really a team great effort, and nobody really, like we were talking about, it was like everybody did a little bit of everything for us to get us there.
33-26, Riverton win. Paisley, 16 points, 5 rebounds. McKay had 5 rebounds. Ella and Weetu had 5. Haley had 6 in her first game back. It was almost half your offense coming from Paisley with 5 rebounds. I would maybe be inclined to pick her as a player of the game, but it's so hard when so many plays well. Macy Brown's 3 was huge when it happened. I mean, Riley, 4 points, 3 rebounds. They were all over the place tonight.
Yeah, and her charge on the sideline there was huge, and that was a big momentum stopper for them as they were trying to come up the floor. And man, she's planted her feet, and and so it was just a great team win, and very, very pleased the girls are excited to bring the trophy back.
Yeah, and if nothing else that happens on the rest of the season, I think you always remember certain things in a season, and this will be one that those seniors can take with them for the rest of their lives, and that rivalry matchup of the keeper of the gold.
And we talked about after Rock Springs and Kelly a little bit that, we're right there, mostly with our conference and where we're at is, us just getting a win is a huge boost of confidence, and hopefully it just gets it rolling now, and we should start picking up some steam now and playing with a lot more confidence.
Got a trip to Jackson and Star Valley, but first you'll go play the 2-time defending champions Saturday, and just another chance to get out there on the floor and see what a team can do.
Yeah, just get better, and just get another way to get better. And we saw their pressure today, and Lander and teams have done it to us, but facing that tough pressure early in the season has made us that much better, this time around. I don't know what we had for turnovers, but tonight,
pretty even, 18 and 16. So.
Yeah. So, that's kind of where we are usually at if we're going to make it a competitive ball game.
Had you +7 in the rebounds as well. Travis, appreciate you coming up. We're on a quick time schedule, but thank you for coming up. Congratulations. We'll talk to you Saturday in Cheyenne.
No worries. Go Big Red.
You bet. That is head coach Travis McIntosh of the Riverton Lady Wolverines. His team victorious tonight, 33-26. Stay with us. We'll be back after this. This is Wolverine basketball from County 10 Sports.
Elevate Rehab in Lander is a proud sponsor of sports in Fremont County. Elevate offers physical and occupational therapy and specializes in hand therapy. Elevate Rehab also offers one-on-one personalized treatment for every patient. Their dedicated team of highly skilled and specialized therapists will help you on your journey back to better health and mobility. Elevate Rehab, 535 East Main, Suite D in Lander.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families. Our locally owned clinics offer a wide range of specialties like aquatic, vestibular, and pediatric therapy. On staff, we have specialists certified in dry needling, sports and orthopedic therapy, and a certified hand therapist now seeing patients both in Riverton and Lander. Our women's health specialists can help with everything from incontinence to pre- and postpartum care. Our 6 locations in western Wyoming are all built for physical and aquatic therapy. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Your home for the Riverton Wolverines is 105.1 Jack FM and
County 10's YouTube channel. Go Big Red!
33-26, the Lady Wolverines victorious earlier tonight. We're in the boys' game. Riverton out to a 22-19 lead at the intermission. They had a 9-point lead at 11-2, but that evaporated, and the Tigers took control. Riverton led 13-7 at the end of one. Tigers outscore the Wolverines 12-9 in the second. First half shooting, Riverton 8 of 30. I have them at 16 more opportunities than the Tigers, taking advantage of 7 turnovers out there. Lander 3 of 6 from the arc, 50%. Riverton 3 of 14 from three-point land right now. Paxton and Vincent, 5 points apiece, 4 for DeVries, 2 for Hutchison, 2 for Lucas. On the other side, Stauffenberg had 10, and then he got his second foul, and he sat the final 5 and change of the first half of the basketball game. 6B has 3, Lincoln has 2, Abe Lopez has 4, Wyatt, as we are at the half. 22-19 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard.
Yeah, you got to wonder if what that half might do, or that foul, with Stauffenberg, because that could have been easily gone DeVries' way. But again, we're not on the floor, the officials are. But yeah, I mean, I think going from Lander's perspective, they felt Paxton and DeVries, I think, where they exactly wanted the 2-3 zone, working a lot better than maybe anticipated, just because of how well Riverton can shoot the basketball beyond the arc.
Well, and it's a thing, I think, where Riverton has had open shots. They've had good looks. They just can't convert. 3 of 14 from three-point land right now. 8 of 30 from the field, just 27% in the contest. And again, this is where you see Coach Sheets and Coach Mullins make adjustments and come back. Riverton made some awesome adjustments against Kelly Walsh against the 1-3-1 last week in Casper, and came back and got the W on the road in conference play. But, you know, Stu Mullins was the head coach at Riverton when Bo Sheets was an assistant for him. They won a state title. Then he takes the job in Lander. A year later, wins another title over there. Bo Sheets, in his 6 seasons, they have been in the regional championship 7 of the last 11 years, and a couple of those attributed to Coach Mullins. They both know each other well from having been on the same sideline and playing against each other. So it'll be a good cat and mouse game, good chess matchup, I guess, for the second half when they come out with the adjustments.
Yeah, I think it is the adjustments. Who's going to make the right adjustments? Does Lander go out of that 2-3 zone, go man-to-man? Does Riverton want to take more threes, or do they want to try to drive inside? Is what that was helping them out early in the ball game.
I'm thinking it's right now that the Tigers are going to stay in that 2-3 zone, because it's kept them within 3 of the Wolverines, unless the Wolverines start heating up in certain situations right now. It will be Wolverine basketball when we begin the second half. We'll take our final timeout. We'll be back after this. Riverton 22, Lander 19. We'll return after this. This is Wolverine Hoops and the Tigers, also on County 10 Sports.
Gales Carpet Floor and Home is happy to support student athletes in sports across Fremont County. Gales Carpet One Floor and Home has been a Fremont County fixture for decades, specializing in flooring, window coverings, and cabinets, as well as the professional certified installation of those products. Stop into Gales Floor and Home today at 220 East Main Street, Riverton, or see them online at galescarpet1riverton.com.
High Country Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. High Country Hearing Centers has been serving Wyoming's hearing health care needs since 1979. High Country Hearing Centers will always provide superior hearing instrument technology and standard of care practices to help you stay connected with family and help you maintain a more active and healthier Wyoming lifestyle. Make an appointment today in Lander at 1460 West Main or in Rock Springs at 514 Broadway.
22-19 our score. Welcome into Wolverine Gym, getting set for the second half of basketball action. The Wolverines will have it to begin the second half. Vincent, DeVries, Gabrielson, Paxton, and Hutchison, the 5, dressed in their home whites, the Cardinal Reds. Riverton across their front. Tigers will put their same 5 out there. Parker 6B, Braden Lincoln, Bennett Washburn, Brennan Stauffenberg, and Abe Lopez in their road blacks with the white numbers and the green accents. And this is the 32nd meeting since 2005, and it's about as even as it gets. 16-15 in favor of Riverton. They won the last one last year that broke a 6-game win streak by the Lander Tigers. Up next, Riverton will travel to Cheyenne East, where they will take on the number 1 ranked Thunderbirds on Saturday afternoon in Cheyenne East High School. Then they'll make a long road trip to Jackson and Star Valley next week. Of course, Riverton hosting the huge Ron Thon Best of the Best Wrestling Tournament this weekend. Your Tigers will go on the road, and Lyman and
Pinedale on Friday, Lyman on Saturday at home.
There you go. And as you talked about it, it's been a while since the Tigers have been at home.
Be nice to make that short trip to Lander.
Great crowd on hand again tonight for red versus green. And it will be, as I mentioned, Wolverine basketball to begin the second half. Great student body support tonight, 6 or 7 rows deep. Both sides, Tigers and Wolverines. DeVries still in that 2-3 zone, the Tigers. Bounce to Parker, Paxton. Bounce up top to Gabrielson. Cade into the middle, flips it out. DeVries, 3 on the way, looks good. Back of the iron, though, and Stauffenberg will come away with the rebound.
I was going to say, Lincoln not out there. Bartoni taking his spot.
Okay. Coach had told the bench, same starters when he walked up is why I announced that. But Lincoln left in that second quarter with grimacing, kind of in pain, and went to the trainer. And so instead, Whelan is out there. Lopez runs past Vincent. He'll scoop it up with the right hand and score. Nice acrobatic move by Abe Lopez.
That replay.
He dives through the middle right there, avoids the block and gets the lay-in. Good job. 22-21 shot drops for Paxton on the other end.
Parker Paxton.
7 points for Parker. He had 5. He and DeVries 5 and 4 respectively in the first half. And Parker, 3-time golf champion. Verbal to the University of Colorado to play on next level. Stauffenberg, pump fake, scoots it back outside to Washburn. Back, good defense by Hutchison. Lopez corner, Stauffenberg, right side wing. Pump fakes a couple of times on Hutchison. Back left side, Sixby gets a pick. They'll run the arc some more. Baseline shot left short. Gabrielson comes away with a rebound.
Yeah, it took a while to look for their shot. Just falls short. Bartoni had a good shot right there. As you're going to see
They're going to call Parker on the end line and give the Tigers the basketball.
Again, could have gone either way. Parker Paxton not liking that.
Parker's trying to lobby. He's like, you think I just ran out of bounds myself? Referee says apparently. 24-21. Turnover number 4 on Riverton. They had only 5 against Nechona. There's a steal by Vincent. Vincent on Lopez, puts it off glass and scores it. Jason off the turnover with the bucket. He's got 7. The Wolverines back up to a 5-point advantage. 5:50 left to play, third quarter. Very early in the third stanza. Almost chucked it away. Cade couldn't get there, though. Corner, Whelan. Actually, that's Washburn, excuse me. Stauffenberg. Again, good defense by the Wolverines. Just staying in that man-to-man. Lopez corner, Stauffenberg. Vincent on him now defensively. Shut off there, corner Lopez. Shut off again by Vincent. Leans in, step through, shot no good. DeVries ends up with a rebound. Wolverines on the run. Coach wants to push tempo. Kick it out, stop out. Hutchison 3, missed it, Lopez. Good look again, they just cannot get it to drop as Hutch was open. Whelan is going to check in next dead ball. So will Dre Monroe on the Wolverine side. Washburn. Wolverines stay in that man-to-man as I mentioned. Tigers dressed in black. Long 3, Stoff. Missed it. Offensive rebound, Bartoni. Shot is no good. And a rebound pulled down by Parker Paxton.
That was a good pump fake attempt and good take right there. Just can't capitalize. The Tigers still down by 5.
Gabrielson in the paint. Scoots it back out to Vincent. He'll go baseline and get it back. His 3 game hasn't quite been there as of late. This kid's has, though, as Parker penetrate, rise for 12. Front of the iron, no good. Vincent muscles the rebound away from Stauffenberg and lays it off glass and scores.
Guys just basically ripped it out of Stauffenberg's hands and pump fake the three, and you're going to get the 3-point foul right there.
Yeah, great move by Stauffenberg to get Hutchison in the air and gets the foul on Nathan.
NBA play right there on Stauffenberg.
Hutchison's first personal foul. 3 free throws coming for Brennan. Gets the first. 11 of the 21 from Stauffenberg. Second is on the way. Brennan, Cade, and Robbie Vincent from Cody all played on the same 3-on-3 basketball team this summer. As you know, these kids know each other very well. Sheets is in. Monroe is in. Wolverines without Hunter Hauk, who has been out after getting his head bonked a couple of games ago at home. Brennan gets all 3. Had to do it the hard way from the free throw line. Lincoln is back in for the Tigers. Vincent shovels it in the corner to Sheets. Penetrate up to Monroe. Corner. Paxton on the way. Let it fly and get it. And a quick timeout, Bo Sheets. Parker Paxton for 3 has put the Wolverine lead back to 7 with 3:47 left to play in the third quarter. Scoreboard is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Lander and Riverton. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. Proud to provide experienced clinicians supporting athletes and families. They wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck. They are our scoreboard sponsor. Thanks to Gamble's on Main Street in downtown Lander. Shane, the owner of Gamble's, truckloads of furniture, appliances, and more waiting just for you. Remember that delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store. That includes all of Cardinal Red territory of Riverton. That's LanderGambles.com.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Wyoming Catholic College, as they are situated smack dab in the middle of town. Wyoming Catholic College is a part of our community. They're excited to help bring you Tiger basketball this season. They are the Tiger sponsor of the Student of the Week every broadcast.
Looking in the Wolverine student section, if you're watching this on County 10 and the YouTube stream, County 10 on the road and at home with both the Tigers and the Wolverines all season long. Wyatt and Riley following the Tigers. And Thomas and I and Jason with the Wolverines. Out of the timeout, Tiger basketball. Bartoni almost threw it away, but Lincoln is there to grab it in. Monroe working on Stauffenberg defensively now as they were battling down low. Brennan to the outside, gets it back. Penetrates, good poke by Monroe, saves it, does Stauffenberg. We're at 3:20 left in the third, a 7-point Wolverine lead. Their biggest lead has been 9. And they're on defense here, digging in on Lincoln. Boots it outside to 6B. Not on the floor right now as Brown, actually Monroe with a steal on a bad pass from Lincoln. He's going to go the distance, and one, no. And Brendan's going to get his third.
Yeah, I kind of hit him right on the forehead. And not mistaken, that looked like just the way from our angle.
Braden Lincoln threw it away underneath the basket on the other end. Here's Dre. Pump fake runs past him and just got a piece of it. As Stauffenberg, Dre will get the first. He's a 50% free throw shooter, and he's in like almost right at 50% because each time he puts one up. Actually, he's usually one for 2 each time he goes to the line. Lopez back in. It's an 8-point Wolverine lead, looking to match their largest lead of the basketball game. Dre takes a deep breath. Free throw on the way is good. He got them both. That'll help raise his average and some confidence. 9-point Wolverine advantage, 33-24. Perhaps a little danger zone right now for the Tigers. Stauffenberg way up top. Kicks it back out to Black. Pump fake 6B back to Stauffenberg on the wing. Spins in. And a travel violation is going to give it up. There was contact in there. And the referee goes with a walk.
He has to hear it from everyone in the Landers crowd.
Just got his feet, I think, tangled up with sheets, perhaps. Like I said, contact, and they'll call the walk. Wolverines can put it to a double-digit advantage this time down the floor. Sheets on the right side, wide open, triple on the way, got it. Wolverines by a dozen now with 2:24 left. Tigers haven't scored in a while.
They'll try to avoid those scoring droughts of the Tigers.
3 on the other side is no good. Sheets will come away with a rebound.
Again, another missed possession. Tigers saw this against Worland in the Big Horn Classic Championship.
It was 28-24. It's been an 8-0 run for the Wolverines with under 2 minutes left to play. High post. Hutch turnaround, 15, buries it. And the Wolverines now by 14, and Coach Stu Mullins has seen enough. He'll call a timeout with 1:46 left to play in the third. Riverton on a 10-0 run here in the middle stages of quarter number 3. Vincent DeVries and Lucas will check into the basketball game when we come back from this 30-second break. This is Fremont County Sports from County 10 and 105.1 Jag FM and KOVE Radio.
Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care support Fremont County athletics. We are a locally owned, multi-specialty healthcare group that is proud to serve the Lander and Riverton communities. Our goal is to provide convenient quality care for all ages. We offer a wide array of services including family and internal medicine, pediatrics, women's care, and urgent care. Additionally, we have on-site labs, echocardiograms, stress tests, x-ray, and ultrasound in both communities. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are here for you in Fremont County. Let's stay healthy together.
The 3 free throws by Brennan Stauffenberg, the last points scored by the Lander Tigers. That made it 28-24, and then Paxton with a 3, Monroe with a couple of free throws, Sheets with a 3, Hutchison with a 15-footer, and it's put the Wolverines up by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we're going to see Anito Black in the game for the Tigers, or substitution, but yeah, the Tigers saw this against Worland, the scoring drought.
Stauffenberg, 13 points, 6 rebounds for Breno. Gives it up to Lopez. Penetrates, spins. Wolverines have seen that a time or two now. They're on to that spin move as they'll play the other side of it. 3 on the way, 6B misses badly, and it's rebounded by Hutchison, and they'll call a tie-up, and the Tigers will get it.
It's going to favor Riverton. Or no, I'm going to say Lander. I thought the light pointed to Riverton.
Under 90 seconds left in the third. Good closeout by Cade. There's Black for 3 on the inbound. Missed it. DeVries will sky through and pull down his 7th rebound of the game. And we've got a stop in play, a bloody nose for Black, as Anito Monroe Black, blood squirting from his nostrils, will come out of the basketball game.
Martoni will check in for the Tigers.
So now we may see a long blood break right here as he ran down the court, pretty much bleeding the entire way down the court when the officials saw it. Bailey's employs over 130 Fremont County residents, always looking for career-minded individuals to work in a variety of departments. Check out gowithbailey.com for more. Stick around for the Bailey Enterprises postgame show. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care, another proud sponsor of Fremont County Sports. Don't forget to make that appointment for your annual wellness visit at the clinic. Thank you to the Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care, supporting youth athletics. And remember, let's stay healthy together. And thanks to Wind River Internet for making the stream possible. And so, Wyatt, who did we pick for players of the game in the ladies' contest?
Well, girls' game, Lady Wolverines, I think you got to get Paisley Jackson just for the performance she had on the scoring side of things with, 14 or 16?
16 points, 5 rebounds.
And the Lady Tigers, that's a tough one. I mean, a lot of defensive pressure by everybody, but I'll give it to Kendall McFadden or Adeline Anderson, but I think Kendall McFadden defensively helped the Lady Tigers stay in that one.
Adeline Anderson at 7 and 7 as well. McFadden had 3. Lady Wolverines win it. They beat Lander tonight 33-26, stopping a 3-game losing skid to the Lady Tigers. Riverton has a 1-game streak going against Lander right now. Brody Dale's going to check in after the blood crew gets done wiping up blood every 2 or 3 spots.
Yeah, they had to start all the way down on the other side of the court.
Looking at a full house at Wolverine Gym with 1:19 left. I want to thank Riley Bouillon. His shoulder hurts already from packing that camera around, but he has done a great job offering a lot of different angles of Wolverine basketball here today. We're going to zoom in on Riley in the corner there. There you see him holding that camera down there amongst the RHS cheerleaders. There's Reggie Miller wiping up the blood. That's the camera angle that Riley is getting us right now. And photographer that got run out. Cheerleader points out some more blood for Coach Miller to do as well. And again, both sides nearly full. Obviously can't see what our side looks like, but I'm going to guess it's equally as full as the other side is out here, as we'll get a pan down and get hit by the balcony here and see both sides. Used to be this gym held about 3,000 people, but the bleachers used to come out to where the teams are sitting, and you would walk in front of the teams on the bench all the time, and that got to be hectic. And then in the past 10 years or so, they bolted the last 4 or 5 rows of the bleachers back so that the teams are now out there kind of where they're at now, and people walk behind the teams, which would be very distracting if you're playing. Brody Dale back into the ball game for the first time. Eli Lucas is back in, along with DeVries. He almost throws it away as Lopez bats it into the student section. Jackson Hill has to rein in his Tiger, because where he's standing in the front of the bleachers, it's too far out there with refs running by. Hutch, high post at the elbow, looking back out to Vincent. Good close by Whelan. A minute left to play in the third quarter. Riverton is outscored as there's Lucas for 3. Why not? Eli Lucas, his varsity high. He's got 5, and the Wolverines now by 17. Lopez corner, sorry.
I was going to say, this game kind of pulling away a little bit right now for Riverton.
Yeah, 19-5 in the third quarter. Wolverines, the third quarter is their quarter, as that one's just thrown away. Vincent's going to go the distance, put it up and in. 19-point Wolverine lead. Under 30 seconds left to play in the third. 21-5 run, and it's been more since then. It was 20. It's a 15-zip run over about the last 5 minutes of this quarter. Lopez hesitates, wide open, and Nathan kind of sleeping comes around and fouls Washburn. I'm not sure if that was Nathan that got caught sleeping, so I'm not going to blame it on Nathan if it wasn't his guy and his fault, but Whelan gets open, wide open. Even Lopez got knocked to the ground and sent flying. First points in about 5 minutes for the Tigers potentially, as Washburn at the line cannot get it. Again, last points came on the Stauffenberg triple free throws. Hutchison and Lucas coming out. Great job, Eli Lucas, tonight, as he has come off the bench and added a couple of defensive plays. He's got 5 points. Washburn cannot end the Tiger drought. Paxton with 8 seconds left, going to look for the last shot. Parker to Jason, pump fake inside a 15-foot, throws it up. Brennan challenged him. They'll let it go, as Brennan with 3 fouls. Actually, went up to challenge him. Yeah, he does have 3 fouls. Went up to challenge him. But the Wolverines with a 21-5 third quarter, ending the final 5 minutes of the quarter on a 15-0 run, and have built a 19-point lead on the Tigers. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the final 8 minutes. This is Fremont County basketball from your leader in sports, County10.com.
Together.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander. Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County.
Third quarter shooting, Riverton 8 of 13, 62%. Lander 1 of 8, 13%. And they had some pretty costly turnovers in the ball game as well. A lot of fans starting to exit the arena now.
Dull in an evening, but if you're still on the stream, can't thank you enough for tuning into an exciting game of basketball.
Yeah, there's still 8 minutes left, and I know it's a 19-point game, but fans leaving are kind of slowing things down as they are almost walking on the court with the student section and stuff out in front. But Gabrielson back out there. He has it. Corner, Paxton. Trying to continue the run, cannot. And Stauffenberg with his 7th rebound of the contest. Has it, working on Hutchison. Back to Lopez. Brennan gets a 3 away, left it short. Paxton with another rebound. He's got 6. Long pass up ahead. Gabrielson laid up and in. Paxton the rebound and the assist. Gabrielson has 3.
That's a good vision from Parker Paxton on that one. Whelan knocks down a 3.
Whelan on the other side, a much-needed 3-point basket.
It was about getting the first score to get things going here, John.
45-27. Hutchison shovels it to DeVries, lay it up and in. Great pass. Hutchison to DeVries, who was just bouncing it down the left side of the lane. Throws it right into the hands of Derek, and he puts it in. Scoreboard on our side is way wrong. There's another 3 on the screen. The score not close. It's 47-30. Riverton out in front. Lopez now with 9. 47-30. Back on track. Parker back to the corner. Vincent for a triple. Missed it. Lopez touched it last, out of bounds to the Wolverines. And again, I think Thomas for multitasking and wasn't trying to call him out, just trying to get it correct. So we'll be on the road to Cheyenne Saturday, taking on the Thunderbirds. That was a very interesting situation as the Cheyenne East girls had another 3. Paxton, let it fly, rip nylon. 13 for Paxton. Wolverines with a 20-point advantage now. The biggest of the contest. 50-30, under 6 minutes left to play in the contest. And again, fans heading for the exits. Stauffenberg over. Hutchison goes down. Nathan thought he was straight up. He's going to get the call. Watching the replay down here is that was pretty good defense, I thought, by Nathan right there. Brendan goes to the ground, and he's back to the line. 13 for Brennan with 7 rebounds. He misses the first. Tigers 7 of 12 tonight from the stripe, 58%. Ty Sheets has a couple of triples tonight. He'll check in for Gabrielson. Hutchison comes out as well as Draven Monroe comes back into the ball game. 4 fouls on Nathan, by the way. Brendan gets the second. $14 points for Brennan. His most was 21 against Powell. Tiger foul on the other end. It's on Lopez, his third. Lopez's season high was 22 against Wyoming Indian. Bennett Washburn had 22 in that big win over South early in the year. Sheets looking, goes up top. Knocked away by Lopez. Great job. Going to get it into the hands of Whelan. Right side, Washburn. Pump fakes. DeVries got in the air and will get the foul, his third.
They'll start capitalizing on a lot of these possessions, as only with 5:27, not many left for the Tigers to potentially get back into this ball game.
Washburn dishpan free throw misses. He's 0 for 3 on the day. See what Coach Mullins dials up defensively as he'll miss both. DeVries clears the house. 8 rebounds for Derek DeVries to go along with 6 points. Parker rises 12, missed it, got his own rebound. Spins back out. Vincent back to Paxton. Thought about a 3, does not. 7 rebounds for Parker Paxton with 13 points. He's still below his average. He'll chuck it in the corner. Good hands by Vincent to save it. Still about 7 under his average is Parker, but his rebound about 7 above his average. DeVries for 3. 9 points, 8 rebounds for DeVries, and a 22-point Wolverine lead, their biggest. Lopez, Stauffenberg, toes on the line for a triple. Missed it. Lopez, though, will get the rebound, and he's going to be fouled and one. Nice take by Lopez. Wolverine foul on the and one is on Jason Vincent. Second personal on Vin. Washburn and Sixby out. Gabrielson going to check back in. Lopez going to the line. 11 for Abe, now 12. Full court pressure now from the Tigers. They're going to ramp it up a little bit.
Yeah, you got to. A 20-point game with 4:43 to go.
(53-34). Wolverines do break the pressure. Sheets, short corner, goes back up top to Paxton. Penetrates, takes it all the way to the rack. And one, yes. You can almost see the contact coming when I said the and one, because you can almost see it. Gabrielson cuts, draws his player. Lincoln kind of got screened off, and following the play, they can't get to him. It's Braden Lincoln with the foul. Braden Lincoln's mom, a very good basketball player. Hope White played at Lander and at Central Wyoming College. 16 for Paxton now in the lead, back to 22, 4:20 left to play. Lopez spins around, knocks over Sheets. Offensive foul number 2 on Lopez tonight. And a turnover on the Tigers will be their 12th. Great job, Ty Sheets, holding his ground. And again, Lopez has shown that spin a dozen times tonight. And the Wolverines are on it, and they picked it up right there, stepping in on Lopez. 4:18 left to play in the fourth. Wolverines by 22. We'll be back after this 30-second break. This is the Wolverines and the Tigers from County 10.
Tyler Watson State Farm in Riverton is a proud supporter of Wolverine Athletics. We want to ensure you are in good hands with the variety of policies we offer, including auto, home, life, and financial services. Keep it local with State Farm today by stopping into 618 East Washington Avenue or calling 856-4118 to discuss insuring all of your needs. Or you can visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Keeping you connected with Wolverine basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Four minutes, 18 seconds remaining in regulation time. The Wolverines exploding on the Tigers in the third quarter, outscoring Lander 21-5, and have put themselves up by 22. It's 34-15 in the second half in favor of the Wolverines after they held a 22-19 halftime advantage. Man-to-man, full court press. That's going to be Wolverines all day. We'll just get that in the hands of a guard and bring it across the timeline. Paxton runs past Lincoln, throws it up with a left hand. Altered by Stauffenberg and rebounded by Abe Lopez.
Yeah, and Star got to start connecting on stuff, and then you're going to get a travel by Abe Lopez.
Turnover number 13 on Lander. 4 minutes left to play, and what was a great crowd is starting to trickle out of this facility here tonight on a Tuesday night. Vincent will check in for DeVries, who comes out limping a little bit. He's already got a thumb injury, and now he comes limping out. Gabrielson, DeVries, Paxton, Vincent, and Monroe, the 5 on the court, as the referee, Rosie Brown, making Jason Vincent tuck his jersey in. Lincoln pressing Paxton, who will run it into the front court. Gives a crossover on him and is fouled by Lincoln from behind. Number 2 on Braden Lincoln.
Just getting the arm in there for a little reach. And
that is going to be number 5 on the Tigers. Hutchison in for Draven Monroe. And no, that's the second personal. Referee thought it was 5 on Lincoln. It's the 5th team foul, not the 5th personal foul. Wolverines trying to make it a clean sweep after the ladies got a 33-26 victory earlier in the night. The boys have put themselves up by 22 as Lopez runs into Vincent. I don't know if they clocked heads or what. Lopez, is that his 5th? Nope, just his 4th.
It's getting talked to the official and has to get subbed out for.
He got his jaw rocked. I don't know if they hit shoulder to jaw or head to head or what, but Lopez grabbing his chin. You hope he's okay. You don't want anything happening to a player ever, let alone in a non-conference affair. You hope. Abe's one of those tough kids. It's going to take a lot to keep him off. Wolverines turn it over on a wild pass. Lincoln pump fake rejected by DeVries. Great job by DeVries on the hustle play from the other side. Just stuffs it out of bounds off of the block on Lincoln. Excellent replay work, Tomas. How come he's the only one that got his middle name mentioned too, by the way? You didn't mention yours. 3-pointer off the inbound. No good. Stauffenberg rebounds it, tips it to himself. And a foul. Going to be a carry on Stauffenberg. Will be a turnover.
I see that much lately, really. Not as often as you would probably see that carry call.
I have Stauffenberg 9 rebounds with his 14 points here tonight. Clock running, 3:15 left in the fourth quarter. Wolverines by 22. Both teams ranked 3rd as Hutchison runs past his man Bartoni, and Hutchison has 6 points.
Keaton Iron Eyes check in. Whistle blows.
Under 3 to play. Gabrielson working on Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg fires from 15. Missed it. DeVries just steals the rebound away from a couple of players battling for it. 9 rebounds, 9 points. Hutchison wide open. Triple on the way is left well short. Out of bounds it goes on the air ball. Tiger basketball.
Get some substitutions.
Good gamesmanship going on. The Tiger fans yelling air ball and a couple of Wolverines fans pointing to the scoreboard. And these kids all know each other very well and are very good friends off of the court. Just when you get it in this situation, will be competitors. Hutchison and Stauffenberg battle. It's stripped out of there, taken away. Gabrielson, long pass up ahead. Vin lays it up. It's going to go in as he lost it, but it still drops in. Gabrielson an assist. Vincent puts it up to a 26-point lead, his 13th point of the game. 3 misses. Iron Eyes will get the rebound on the missed 3 by Lincoln. Brody Dale and Nick McIntosh going to step into the ball game for the Wolverines with 2 minutes left to play. Coach Sheets declaring victory, and that'll be number 5 on Nathan Hutchison. Good job tonight for Hutch. 6 points, 2 boards. Dale and McIntosh in for Gabrielson and Hutchison. And the Wolverines will pick up their second win in a row over the Tigers in this series and will make it a 17-15 series when they resume next year as Iron Eyes misses the first free throw. Closing in on 9 o'clock as Iron Eyes misses both. DeVries will have the rebound pilfered away by Lincoln. Missed his shot, got his own rebound back. Under 2 minutes left to play. Peyton Bell outside, long triple. Misses. Rebound loose at midcourt. DeVries has it. He'll lob it in the corner. McIntosh for 3 on the way. That's good!
It's just the way the Wolverines have gone today. That second half really with the threes.
Blocked by Vincent. 3 on the way. Black is good. Actually, excuse me, that's Bell. And Coach Sheets wants a timeout to get substitutions in.
We're going to see Adito Black as well for Lander check-in is, again, just substitutions.
Jordan Vroman, Dre Monroe, Nick McIntosh, Brody Dale, and Ty Sheets in for Riverton with 1:18 left. How about that triple by McIntosh? Is Nick's second one of the season. Dale runs it into the front court as this is turned into a JV game with 1:10 left to play in the contest. Wolverines' biggest lead was 29. Sheets penetrates. It was a 3-point game at halftime. It's been all Wolverines. Nice spin move to Monroe. Missed it. And the rebound taken away by the Tigers. Whelan runs around his man. He'll be attacking Monroe. Can't get that. Rebound Brody Dale. Brody to McIntosh. 15-footer floater. Good.
Just kind of fast-paced basketball. That gets turned over.
Long pass out in front of Iron Eyes is out of bounds and a turnover on the Tigers. Wolverine crowd still in full throat here tonight, loving what their GVs are doing out there in the final minutes of this basketball game.
They're going to win their second straight.
Their 9th straight win of the season after a loss to Bear Lake, Idaho, and Green River. They're 3-0 in conference play, ranked 3rd in 4A, and they'll go battle the #1 team in the state Saturday afternoon in Cheyenne in the capital, taking on the Thunderbirds of East High School. Final 10 seconds left. Final seconds tick down, and it's a Wolverine victory. A 21-5 third quarter by the Wolverines that included a 15-0 run over the last 5 minutes of the third quarter, spelling the difference in this one. Gabrielson and Stauffenberg hug at midcourt. Stoff and Parker do the same as well. Like I said, these kids know each other. It's back to friends after the rivalry is over. Wolverines opened up a 29-point lead at 1 point. They win by 28. Final score on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard: Riverton 65, and it is the the Tigers 37. We'll come back with a post-game show. This has been Fremont County Basketball from County 10.
Community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll...
Coming back to Wolverine Gym, Cade Gabrielson and the Wolverines holding that trophy high as they are the keepers of the gold for the second straight year. Now Parker Paxton holding that trophy with their student body all around them. And a Wolverine win 65 to 37 over the Lander Tigers. Riverton advances to 12-2 overall. They have won 9 straight games, including 2 in a row over Lander over the last 2 years. Lander will drop to 8-4 on the basketball season, and they'll lose their first after they had won their first. And now you can look at a team picture in the middle there. Ty Sheets, Jordan Vroman, Brody Dale, Eli Lucas, Nick McIntosh, Nathan Hutchison, Jason Vincent, Parker Paxton, Kate Gabrielson, Draven Monroe, and Derek DeVries and Hunter Hauk, the keepers of the gold, as the fans head home at a 65-37 Wolverine victory. Final numbers here tonight. Riverton led 13-7 after 1. Tigers outscored the Wolverines 12-9 in the second, made it 22-19, and then the third quarter happened, and that has been the quarter that the Wolverines have taken care of business on a lot of teams this year. No exception tonight on the Tigers. They outscore the Tigers 21-5 in the third quarter, including a 15-0 run in the last 5 minutes of the third quarter. That put the game out of reach. They outscore the Tigers 22-13 in the fourth quarter, and the Wolverines win it 65-37. Leading the way for the Wolverines tonight, Parker Paxton, 16 points, 7 rebounds in the ball game. Jason Vincent, 13 points, 3 boards. Derek DeVries, 9 rebounds, 9 points. 6 for Sheets, 5 for McIntosh, 2 for Monroe, 3 for Gabrielson, 6 for Nathan Hutchison, and 5 points for our player of the game for Riverton on the Lander Medical side of the equation. Eli Lucas named my player of the game tonight. He came in, offered some instant offense, got a couple of big plays on defense, ended up knocking down a 3 later, and it is a big win for the Wolverines with Eli Lucas getting our player of the game nod here tonight. For the Lander Tigers, they were led by Brennan Stauffenberg, unofficially 9 rebounds with 14 points in the contest. Abe Lopez had 12. Then you had 3 points Peyton Bell, 3 points Parker Sixby, 3 points Talon Whelan, 2 points Braden Lincoln in the contest. And that's how it ended as the Riverton Wolverines win it. Final score tonight, 65-37.
Yep, Lander Medical, I think easily Brennan Stauffenberg keeping them in the first half in that one. Again, finishing, with 14 on the night. And, the Wolverines figured out that 2-3 zone, I think, really in the second half. I think that's when the threes were coming into play for them.
Well, when you look at first half shooting, the Wolverines were 8 of 28. Second half, they shoot 17 of 28, 61%, including 6 of 13, which is just under 50% from three-point line in the second half. And just a different shooting second half for the Wolverines as they come out hot in that third quarter and put it out of reach, the 21-5 third quarter to win it 65-37.
And, again, Wolverines, big shout out. They complete the sweep, and now Wolverines need to keep their streak going with a trip to Cheyenne coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, Wolverines on the road. 3 and 4:30 will be our game times at Cheyenne East, I think. Maybe have to make sure and check that out to make sure officially if they haven't moved those up or not. But the Wolverines will be on the road to Cheyenne East. Lander will have a couple of a home game. Is that Friday or is that Saturday?
Saturday against Lyman at 2 and 4 is what's scheduled, but again, always subject to change.
A lot of pictures being taken out there at midcourt right now, hoping to catch up. This is your Bailey Enterprises postgame show. Hope to catch up with Bo Sheets and or Stu Mullins at the conclusion of this ball game. Great crowd on hand, and like I said, 22-19 at the end of the first, and the Wolverines with 33 second half points to just 18 for the Tigers to spell the difference. And Riley, great job on cameras tonight, buddy. Thank you so much for everything you did. Jason Peterson up high above Wolverine Gym. Jared Anderson as well. Coach Sheets getting a picture with his 3 seniors now at midcourt. Jason Vincent holding the trophy. Cade and Nathan next to him. Just 3 seniors on this Wolverine team. And just enjoying the moment of the keeper of the gold.
Yeah, it's one of the best games of the season that you guys get to play. And got to cherish every second. I mean, the way Lander cherished it at the football game, and now Riverton kind of get to smell that sweet gold again.
Well, and it's been crazy how it's been streaks. We talked about that, I don't know how many times. Yeah, we're going to get head coach Bo Sheets to come up here with us and throw this on him real quick. Thank you so much. Coach Sheets, that third quarter seems to be where the Wolverines thrive, and was it adjustments or shots just start going down?
I think it's like Peyton Manning said, it's not so much adjustments. The guys just kind of go into the halftime. They already know what we're going to tell them, so most of the time, they just kind of get a breather, kind of a chance to regroup, and then just come out. We knew that we were going to hit some shots. We were pleased with our defense, holding that team that scores a lot of points to 19 in the first half. We were pleased with. It's just, offensively, we had a feeling we were going to start making some more shots.
Well, and then I thought defensively in that third quarter, you outscored them 21-5 in that third quarter. I think it was a 15-0 run over about the last 5 minutes. Set the tone as well, I guess. Didn't maybe set the tone, but I guess kind of removed the doubts.
It did, and we had a good meeting yesterday. We just watched the film of, a lot of things we need to work on. From last weekend, we were good offensively, and we were equally as bad defensively, and so just told the guys we can be very average if we play bad defense and good offense when it's there, and or we can kind of adjust that. So I was pleased with the boys, how they stepped up.
Parker, and everybody does what they did tonight. I mean, that's what it is.
Sure.
But I chose Eli Lucas as our player of the game. I mean, kid came in, gave you 2 points, gave you 2 defensive plays right away, knocks down a 3 later. I call Eli Lucas our player of the game tonight.
I completely agree, and we've known Eli has that aim, where we want him to crash the boards. He came in and got some boards that first half on the offensive end that were huge for us, and made some defensive plays, knocks down that 3. It's fun to see those guys step up in those big moments.
So it doesn't get any easier as you go on the road, and Saturday afternoon, 3 and 4:30 against Cheyenne East, number 1 ranked team in the state, and you've been in battles the last 4 games, and this one's going to be no exception.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope to hang with those guys. They're very fast. They're very big. They're very skilled. I mean, everything any boxes that you need for a basketball team, they check them all. Plus they run up and down the court like a 1A team. I mean, it's like a race to the other end every time. And so, it's going to be a big game for us. Hopefully we can hang with them.
And, I don't know so much as hang with them. I think your team can hang with them. I think they know they can. Yeah. And 4A, I think, has just kind of been pretty much wide open since some different things have happened. Yeah. And your chance to go see if your team can put one on the other team in Cheyenne.
Yeah, obviously with Douglas beating the East team and Lander beating Douglas, and there's that whole thing where teams are very even this year, and so when you have a good night, you're going to be in it, and we're very excited to go see where we're at because they are a really good team.
Second win in a row over the Tigers. It's been years of streaks. The win last year stopped 6 Tiger wins. Those 6 stops 12 Wolverine wins in a row up to that. So you got the streak going now. You've got 2, and enjoy this one.
Thank you.
Anything else, Ty's dad?
No, just proud of the boys. Rivalry games are fun. It's fun to get everybody together. For these games.
Great crowd
on both
tonight.
Sides of it. Yeah. So it's always nerve-wracking as a coach. Coaching against your best friend, and you just kind of want to get the game over with. But what a great atmosphere. What a great in-county rivalry.
Take the next 2 days off.
All right, thanks.
Bo Sheets, head coach of the Riverton Wolverines. His team victorious tonight. As we shuffle some headphones under there, we're going to get our Coach Stu. Have you seen him anywhere yet? Or hoping to catch Coach Mullins after this one. So I have looked at the Fremont 25 schedule, and it is 3 o'clock and 4:30. We'll be on the air around 2:50, 2:45-ish in the afternoon from Cheyenne. As I high-five everybody out of the gym here today. Lady Wolverines victorious earlier tonight as well. 33-26, Wolverine boys winning 65-37. Wyatt, anything from your end?
Nope, good effort by Riverton, and, Lander just try to bounce back again, good opponents in Pinedale and Lyman, so you can't overthrow them, and, got to move on to the next one as I see head coach Stu Mullins kind of making his way over, so
all right. We'll catch him real quick. I'll give this up so you can visit with him
as well. Talk with head coach Stu Mullins from Lander Valley High School. And Coach, you kept things close in the first half. Just kind of maybe what was the difference maker in that second half that let Riverton pull away?
Yeah, it's hard to kind of tell. I mean, apart from the obvious of them,
hitting 6 threes or whatever. But was it a letdown? And we missed some easy shots early that could have maybe maintained that momentum. And there's this game in Worland, right? There's something missing. Okay, and I told the team that we'll break this apart, and it starts with me, and we've got to figure out a way, to not let teams like this, Worland, Riverton, 2 of the better teams in the state. We've got to find a way to continue to play with them for 32 minutes instead of a half.
I was going to say there was that time frame again where, the scoring wasn't going your guys' way, and Riverton was able to lead it up. That's kind of the same story as what happened in Worland.
Yeah, we competed a lot harder today. This obviously is a little better team than Worland, and we knew going in, 35% from 3. Everybody, we lined them up on the board, and everybody can shoot. And shooting, as I know, from having teams that could really shoot the ball, cures a lot of ills. Are they a great defensive team? No. But we weren't patient enough. So, again, just a lot of learning things in there.
You got to kind of throw this one off to the side as you got a couple games this weekend. Just got to throw this one. How are you going to make sure the team kind of focuses on those 2 games, especially kind of the scenery with this game?
Yeah, I was so proud of our team right now. Nobody had their head down, and we talked about it yesterday. This game is kind of awkward right in the middle of what you're trying to get done, and of course it's a big game and the kids want to win it, but at the same time we've got to really buckle down and get ready for Friday and Saturday.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. I know you got to get back on the road, so we'll appreciate it.
Awesome, thanks.
Hey, Coach Stu Mullins of Lander Valley, as we'll step aside and wrap things up after this. This is the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
Does your arm hurt? I can't feel it. Yeah. So, I can't feel anything. From here down, it's just numb. Give me here. So I can hold it, I just can't feel it. Go back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Coming back for the final time here tonight. And again, a lot of people to thank. Jared Anderson back at radio control, keeping us on all 3 radio stations. Well, 2 radio stations and a translator. Jason Peterson, who is high above Wolverine Gym, as usual. Riley Bouillon, Thomas Dent III, our technical director. He's Wyatt Britchka. I'm John Gabrielson. CWC basketball tomorrow. They'll host Casper College at the Rustler Gymnasium. Ladies at 5:30, the guys at 7:30. Earlier tonight, it was the Lady Wolverines defeating the Lander Lady Tigers 33-26, ending a 3-game skid to the Tigers, ending a 9-game skid overall on the year for Travis McIntosh and the ladies. And then it was the boys outdistancing the Lander Tiger boys 65-37. They have won 9 in a row, have the Wolverines 12-2 on the year, ranked 3rd in Class 3A. New rankings come out tomorrow. Tiger boys, talk about their weekend upcoming real quick, if you would, Wyatt.
Yep, they got Pinedale on Friday. That's going to be on the road, and then in a while, they'll be home against Lyman on Saturday, and again, we'll have that coverage for you guys as always, KOVE and our County 10 Sports Network.
Wolverines on the road. The big Ron-Thon Wrestling Tournament is going on here at Wolverine Gym, and the Wolverines on the road for basketball and a makeup game Saturday, 3 o'clock for the ladies, 4:30 for the guys. We'll be on the air at about 2:45 from the capital city. Thomas and Jason and I will be down there as well. And again, a big thanks to everybody for making this one possible. Thanks for watching on the County 10 YouTube channel and online. For Wyatt, Thomas, Riley, Jason, Jared, I'm John Gabrielson. This has been a presentation of the County 10 Sports Network.